What up, squad? We in here. It's another Saturday morning for some college football. And we got a little pre-UFC Vegas 111. Vincent, I see you in the chat. What's going on, brother? Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope everything's good. Hope you had a good week. Hope you're feeling good. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see. Got to get all my stuff set up over here. All right. Right. Let's see. Also, let me know if you're also over there watching games, what games you got going, who you think is going to win. And of course, we always can talk some UFC, of course. Good morning, Cross. I'm sick. I pulled my rotator cuff and I'm down bad. Brother, that's not good, dude. I've definitely been there. Hope you got some meds. Make sure you hydrate. Get some soup in you. And I hope you get through that, brother. Hate to hear that, man. Hate to hear it, because I know I'm down bad when I'm sick, man. I'm not good for anything. Clint, what's going on? Good morning to you, brother. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, let's get this going on over here. Get this game cast loaded up. It'll be ready to. All right. I'll go back since it hadn't started yet. But yeah, let me know what all games you got going, guys. So I'm gonna have obviously I'm gonna have BYU, Texas Tech on. I'm gonna have Georgia, Mississippi State going. I'm also gonna have is it Penn State, Indiana? I think it's in the Penn State, Indiana game. I'm gonna have those three going. Cheddarhead, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, as always. Hope you locked in. Hope you got your setup going a little bit better than last weekend, brother. Cheddarhead, who you going with in the big time games today? Let me know. And then also, if y'all ever want to talk any UFC, feel free. We can definitely talk about that as well. I got 100 on BYU plus 13 and 40 on the money line. Okay. Yeah, plus 13 on the road. Yeah, I probably would have took about BYU plus 13 on the road. I've been seeing a lot of people saying the matchup, they like Texas Tech in the matchup though. So we're gonna see. Hopefully BYU. I hope Jay Beers is in here this morning, because I know he's a big BYU fan. So hopefully he'll pull up being here, or maybe not. He might be too nervous because it's such a big game, which I totally understand. Rico, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you locked in for some good football today. Appreciate you joining in for the Texas Tech BYU game this morning. Yeah, it looks like this Mississippi State game is about to kick off here in a second. Man, we got some good weather in November this Saturday. Warmer than what I was expecting. I like BYU a lot. Been watching them all year. Bro, they just been looking so resilient, I just hate their quarterback wears number 47. Yeah, bro, like he's a gamer, dude. He's a gamer. It definitely looks weird though. You're not wrong at all about that. And then obviously the games later, we got Bama LSU later. Of course, I'm going to be tuned into that with the UFC later. All right, Texas Tech's just now running out of the tunnel, so we should get kickoff here in a couple minutes. Rain passed through last night. Clear autumn Virginia weather all day. Man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful football weather right there. Beautiful. You cannot go wrong with that. I'm curious to see if this early kick on the road for Georgia is going if they're going to be ready to go for this early kick with the cowbells ringing in Starkville, Mississippi. Man, it's a beautiful day for some football. A beautiful day. TWB, what part of VA are you in, brother? I definitely spent a little bit of time in VA. I was in Norfolk for a little bit, Virginia Beach area. Spent a little time up there years ago, though. Years ago. All right, Mississippi State's receive. Man, Georgia got instant pressure. Quarterback scrums for about like a 5-6 yard gain to start. Penn State's about to run out for the Indiana-Penn State game. It's crazy. Like before the season, this game was so big, but now it's like an afterthought. 5 minutes outside of DC, Alexandria. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I spent a little bit of time in Bowie as well. Northern Virginia. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and get this game cast ready to go because kickoff is almost here. West Virginia, not Virginia. I spent some time in West Virginia too. I've been to Charleston a few times. Sub Cross, awesome you doing. Jay Beers, bro, I was thinking about you. I was hoping you would pull up for the chat, man. When I was looking at the games this week, I was like, I definitely got to do BYU Texas Tech from my boy Jay Beers. I'm so nervous for such a bit. Bro, it's always like that, but that's the best though. The stress level, like I get it, brother. Trust me, I get it. Cool, no Bowie well. West Virginia, VA still same weather. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. BYU going all blue, looking like the Smurfs out here. I like that all blue with the white. It's such an early game for when we usually play. I know like Fox, well, I know it's not on Fox, it's on ABC, but you know, they're so used to having the Big 12, so used to actually, I think ABC, ESPN, they're trying to go up against the Fox noon window because that's usually when Fox has their big game. And then I think they got Bama LSU in prime time. Tech's defense is so good. Yeah, especially that front seven. That front seven is the real deal. Like they spent a lot of money in the portal this year and with NIL. So they brought in some good players in that front seven. But hey, this BYU's opportunity right here, you know. Oh, that's a nice little run. Gashed him right up the gut right there for about 10 right there. First down. I'm not liking these units Texas Tech went with today. The all white with the I like the all white helmets, but you can't even see the TT on the helmets because it's white. Like you at least got to go a dark color so you can see that at least. Going with that storm little bubble screen for like 1 yard for BYU. I feel like this game is going to come down to BYU's defense and Texas Tech's offense. If BYU's defense plays well and can keep them in the game, it's going to be a good game. Man, Mississippi State driving on Georgia. They're inside the red zone now. Looking like this Indiana Penn State game is about to kick off. Bro, Bachmeier is a gamer for BYU. You got to be a gamer being a quarterback wearing such a big number. Man, he goes the BYU quarterback got the big number and has the mouthpiece attached to the face mask. Like it don't get more old school than that. And there's a third down stop for Texas Tech. Get off the field. That's a good one. Terrible third down play. Hey, Jay Beers, sometimes the defense calls the right play sometimes, you know? Because, I mean, you get a little, it's so many guys in that area. Defense, just good call right there. Because as an offense, you got to be ready for a potential blitz on 3rd and 6. So you can't get too creative right there. You got to have an alert. But if the defense just makes the right call, they can get the stop sometimes. Good defense right there. Terrible punt by BYU right here, though. Texas Tech got it on their own 4. They're going to have really good field position. Terrible punt. Jay Beers, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your stress level like over there? You can be honest with me. It's a safe space, brother. All right, 1st and 10 for Texas Tech. Oh, false start. 1st and 15. $15. Hey, I appreciate the honesty, Jay Beers. I appreciate it. I definitely know the feeling. This right here gonna tell the tale for BYU. If BYU can hold up against the run and make Texas Tech one-dimensional, like BYU is definitely gonna be in this game. But you just cannot let BYU or let Texas Tech have balance. You can't let them start running the ball and throwing the ball over your head. 50-50 ball. Good play by the defender. That's a good no call by the ref too. We had a little bit of contact out there. Referee allowing it. Both guys trying to be physical. I like it. Yeah, that's good defense. That's real good defense right there. Receiver had a chance, make a catch. Couldn't come up with it. 3rd and long now. Looking like BYU's going exotic. Look like they're going 3-2-6 right here. Rush 3 with just rush 3, then a backer adds on, gets some makeshift pressure, and gets the sack. Good play. Nice 3 and out by BYU right there. Yeah, everybody's covered. There was one guy kind of open, but I don't think he was even looking that direction. A little corner route to the field was kind of open, but I don't think his head was even in that direction. All right, Penn State forces a punt. Decent little return for Penn State. Oh, he must have punt. Oh, no, J Beers. No. BYU must have punted. Texas Tech recovers. No, you can't. J Beers, you can't have that on the road, brother. You cannot have that. You can't make mistakes like this on the road. Man, you give them the short field on the turn on the muff punt right here. Man, that's tough. Muff punt, I think they got it on like the 17 too. Man, that's tough. That's real tough. Trying to feel that punt bagging up like that. Yeah, you don't want to have to feel a punt bagging up like that. Yeah, 1st and 10, Texas Tech on the 17. Defense got to hold him to 3 right here, BYU. Take a shot. First play is there. Incomplete. That's a win for BYU on 1st down. This will definitely be a rundown right here on 2nd and 10. I can't watch this game right now. Hold him to a field goal, BYU. Yeah, hey, cheddar head, bro. I've been looking forward to this, man. For real. Unreal crossover. Yeah, man. Mistakes like that, Jay Beers, you cannot have it on the road, bro. All right, so they motion. Yep, automatic rundown right there. That's another win by BYU. 3 yards on 2nd down. Now you got a 3rd and 7 right here. This a big 3rd and 8 right here. BYU got to get a stop right here. Got to get a stop. See what we got. All right, they go 2 by 2. BYU gets a little pressure. Nice. BYU gets a sack, bro. Nice sack by BYU. Hey, that's a good stop right there by BYU, Jay Beers. Big stop. Now let's see if this kick it went from a chip shot to it's a 47-yarder now. Mississippi State's up 7-0 on Georgia. And he barely snuck it in there. Barely snuck it in there. All right, 3-0 Texas Tech. I think that's a win for BYU right there to get that stop and hold them to a field goal. That's a big stop for BYU right there. We need a big drive, big drive, get going off it. Yeah, you got to get something going. Even if you don't get points, like at least put a couple 1st downs together. If you don't get points, punt the ball off, flip the field. Like Nick Saban talks all the time about you want to end each drive with a kick, whether it's a punt, field goal, or extra point. Just don't want to go 3 and out. See what Georgia can do on offense right here. It's their 1st time with the ball. Looking like Georgia trying to come out, be physical, just pick up a 1st down, about a 4-yard run. Yeah, it looked like it was going wide. Yeah, he snuck it in there. Jay Beers, he snuck it in there. If that was like if that was from 50, it probably even would have hit the upright or been no good. Georgia just runs a fake bubble, hits a wheel route for a explosive. Penn State's trying to run the ball on Indiana, but it's not looking good at all. Indiana's D-line just reset the line of scrimmage. Georgia comes out with a reverse. Nah, that's not there. Tackle for loss. What's the line on this game? Give me 1 second. I'll look it up. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Texas Tech is minus 400. BYU's plus 300. Over-unders like 51, 52 and a half. And Texas Tech is a minus 11 and a half favorite. Penn State has the punt, and they down it inside the 15. 10 and a half, Texas Tech. My guess is, it's 6 and a half. Nah, they're 10 and a half. 10 and a half to 11 and a half, bro. BYU is literally undefeated, but the whole game they crew picked Texas Tech. Yeah, I did see that. I think it's a little bit, being on the road, and I know a lot of people have been believing in Texas Tech this whole season with all the additions they made. Yeah, that definitely is a lot. Double digits in a top 10 matchup, 13 and a half. And Georgia just got on the board. They just hit a 49-yard field goal. I would take BYU on that much of a spread. Yeah, that's what somebody else in the chat was saying. They put I think they put 50 or 100 on BYU. Game Day Crew just picks the home team every week for the wow factor. Yeah, there's some of that. Because you got to think, man, the home field advantage in college, it matters way more than like in the NFL for sure. Cheddar had 100 on 13 and a half and 40 on plus 330 money line. Austin, nah. Chico said he might jump in here for a little bit. So they have to give a better line to encourage getting money on BYU side. Yeah, exactly. QB got nowhere to go. Just scrambles for like a 1-yard gain. Looking like the defense is showing up early. Maybe BYU should just go home. Nah, definitely not. Games aren't won on paper. You go out there and just, you gotta strap your chin strap up and play ball. Oh, no problem, Austin. No problem at all. Hopefully, Chico will get on here. Me and Chico go way back, bro. Way back. I've been knowing Chico for over 20 years, dog. Wow. Over 25 now. That's crazy. All right, we got a 3rd and 3 from BYU right here. They definitely need to convert. Definitely need to convert. Get some momentum. Go with a little jet sweep. Quarterback power. They pick it up. Nice 4 or 5 yard gain right there. I think people are overhyping Tech. Hey, well, we gonna find out. We are definitely gonna find out. I think for me with the Big 12, it's just kind of hard because, you know, like you don't really see too many of the Big 12 matchups with like the SEC or the Big 10. So it's kind of tough. Pat on ESPN is hard to take. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big McAfee person. Like I understand he's entertaining, but for some reason McAfee just, like, nothing against him, but he just doesn't do it for me personally. I don't think we can get the BYU game on YouTube. Dennis, so I don't know if you know, but Disney and ESPN and YouTube TV, they've been having like a whole little beef for like the last 2 weeks trying to reach a deal. And for whatever reason, like YouTube TV and Disney, man, they just can't get on the same page. Have I seen the Memphis game? Not today. I did see Memphis lose to UAB, though. I did watch that from my boy Chico. Man, these defenses are flying around. A 2-yard gain on a little inside zone right there from BYU. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I know it's a lot of people upset about the whole YouTube TV Disney situation. I know it's a lot of upset people because I know early in the year when I was doing my watching loans, man, a lot of people in the chat were using YouTube TV. And I think a lot of people got rid of it now just because of the whole situation. Oh, that's a tough drop. Now it's 3rd and long. Now 3rd and 13 for BYU. Taco Tech. This is the infancy stage for Tech. The 5 stars are coming. They sign a top 26 QB sign. Yeah, MB, the only thing about that in this NIL era, like, guys can sign, they can get on campus and they can go in the portal and they can be gone before you know it. You know what I mean? And then on top of it, I think with all the moving around the portal, I think a lot of teams are giving more to transfers than they are like the high school players because they know some of these guys have already proven it at the college level. And BYU runs the ball on 3rd and long. Okay, you're going to punt it off. Good stop by Texas Tech right there. Safety just came out of the top and got downhill. Real physical in the run game. Who I think is going to win? So I picked Texas Tech. But I mean, and that's just straight up, but BYU at plus 13.5, I definitely would have took BYU with those points. You already know it's go blue and fuck Ohio State. What's up, Grimy? Good to see you as always, brother. Hope you're doing well. BYU has good coaching and high IQ players, and they're a little older too, because you know they got to go and do their Mormon mission. So some more mature players too over there with BYU. We can't let BYU win. The Mormons already took over NYC. They can't take over college football. Oh, man. Yo, did y'all see that story about the barber's wife, like Texas Tech's barber's wife? I think she was either battling cancer or something like that. And then BYU like raised all this money for her. It's one of the better stories I think I've seen in a while, where BYU just raised all this money for her. It was pretty legit. Way too much respect for Texas Tech's defense. Jay Beer is right there in that 3rd and long situation. Like when they showed the replay, when they got that 3 safety shell, like you can't force the ball in that because you're just asking for a turnover. I think BYU is like, all right, we're just going to live to fight another day. Bro, they shutting everything down. Yeah, when you get when you get behind the sticks like that, like it's tough, bro. This ain't NCAA or Madden where you can just call some up for like 3rd and 13. Like it's a little tougher in real life. Texas Tech, where the Wi-Fi drops faster than their secondary. Missouri, Texas A&M is the best game today. Yet, Nathaniel, my only issue with that game is Missouri, you know, they lost their starting quarterback, so I don't know if Missouri is going to be the same team. Yeah, I heard that cross really good. Yeah, bro, that story was dope, man. Motives as that, yeah, bro, that's a really good story, man. If y'all could go look it up, it's a pretty legit story. They're saying Mahomes is definitely there for a big game like this. Yo, shout out to Ari and Trahan. Who do you think will win? I picked Texas Tech going in, straight up. But if I'm looking at the money line, I would have took BYU with the points. Because 13, at least when I saw it originally, it was 13 and a half. I would have took BYU with the points. Mizzou is done. Yeah, that's the thing. When you lose your starting quarterback, it's unless you got like Jalen Hurts or Tua behind your starter, like that's a tough situation to be in. I live 4 blocks from BYU campus. It's so safe here. Generally good people here, and I ain't Mormon. Yo, I've been to Utah several times, bro. I've been to Salt Lake City several times. I know BYU's in Provo though, but you ain't wrong though. It was real nice when I was out there, like seeing the mountains with the snow off in the distance in Salt Lake. Utah's not a bad spot because the Kansas City Chiefs have a bye week. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Missouri ain't Bama. You're right, bro. You are right. I don't think we ever gonna see anything like that though. That run that Bama had, we ain't gonna see anything like that. Of course, cross names Bama quarterback run. Grimy, am I wrong, bro? We had Tua, Jalen Hurts, and Mac Jones all in the same QB room, dog. Come on now, Grimy, don't do me like that. Salt Lake City is so rad. Yeah, Salt Lake is cool. It's cool, low key. All right, Texas Tech picks up about 6.5 on first down with a little hitch on the outside. Tech beat Utah, and BYU beat Utah too. Nice little first down right there by Texas Tech. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate everybody in here chopping it up, watching the games with me, man. I really do. Means a lot, for real. Might be one of the greatest QB groups of all time, in my opinion. Bro, that room was unreal, dog. Unreal. But you know I gotta hate. Of course, Grimy, it wouldn't be you if you ain't hate, bro. Another little deep comeback. A little deep hitch right at the sticks for Texas Tech. Looked like it's going to be second and probably about a half yard. Cross, you missed me going at McDane about Aspinall. Bro, Grimy, don't you worry, bro. I'm going to get on him. Don't you worry. Because I know next weekend we do our watch along for 322. You already know I'm going to be talking about Aspinall. You already know I'm going to be all over McDane. Morton is throwing better than the BYU QB. He is, but you got to think about it. Like, this game ain't gonna be won in the first quarter. Like, you gotta make some plays throughout the game. You just don't want to lose the game in the first quarter, make like a big costly mistake. And I think that's what we're seeing. Like, it's looking like both teams are really just trying to settle in right now. Nobody wants to take a real chance right here. Tech covers. Really? You like Texas Tech by 13.5? I mean, I've seen it anywhere from 11.5 to 13.5. All right, Texas Tech starting to get it going on the ground game. Just picked up 5 on the first down run right here. Direct snap with a little counter play right there. Cut it up. That's a nice run. He was like, you just rage bait like you, Grimy. Of course you were, Grimy. Of course you were. And I'm gonna be doing the same thing. 100%. You already, bro. In the group chat with McDane, I just been sending so much John Jones stuff talking about Tom Aspinall. See what we got. It's a 3rd and 6 for Texas Tech right here. It looks like BYU is playing very soft 3 deep. Yeah, they're playing cover 3 right there. Ooh, nice catch by Texas Tech right there. Came back to the ball nicely. Explosive play right there. I'm a student at Tech. It's good. That's what's going on, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Shout out to Lubbock, Texas. Man, that receiver came back and just wanted the ball right there. Hey, Texas Tech starting to get a little bit of a rhythm on offense right here. Kept saying Tom Aspinall has nothing medically wrong with his eye. Run that back. You like Tom over John? Motives. I do not, bro. I do not. But motives. I'm in a I make a lot of MMA content with some YouTubers from over in the UK, and obviously they're huge Tom Aspinall guys, and I gotta mess with them. Because, they were talking all that trash about Aspinall's going to beat John Jones. So, obviously, when he stopped fighting against Gunn with the eye poke, I had to give him a hard time. All right, so another first down from Texas Tech. Look at Mahomes in there. Got a beer in his hand and everything. Just sent you some more ammo on Discord. I appreciate it, Grimy. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Texas Tech inside the red zone. Another first down run, about 5-6 yards. This is what BYU cannot allow right here. You can't have these first down runs of 5-6 yards. You cannot allow this. This is just a slow death right here. Nice drive by Texas Tech, though. Very nice drive. 2nd and 5 from about the 9.5. Fade. Touchdown, Texas Tech. The eye poke was legit, but anyone really about it would have gone back in. Motives, 100%, bro. The eye poke was definitely legit. Juice, man, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to you. Good to see you, as always. Man, this could get Jay Beers, bro. Don't lose faith, man. Don't lose faith. It's still early, bro. It's a lot of football left, bro. A lot of football left. Let's see if he got his foot. Yeah, he's inbounds. That left foot came down. Maybe we got some offensive pass interference. I do see a flag. I think that left foot gonna get down first. Yeah, that left foot got down first. I wonder what the flag is, though. Juice man, mi carnal. BYU spotted Colorado 14 and still won. Bro, have you seen what's been going on with Colorado? Bro, Colorado has been getting waxed the last couple weeks. Like, I don't know what's going on. I know Pat Shermer's not calling plays anymore, but Colorado got to figure it out there, man. Like, I want to see Deion do well, man. The route is on. Nathaniel, I think it's a little early. It's a lot of football left now. It's a lot of football left. We've seen stranger things in college football. But I mean, hey, going up 10 at home in a top 10 matchup. It's a great start for Texas Tech. But BYU, you gotta sell in. You gotta sell in. Gotta put a big time drive together. Coach Prime about to bounce. Deion can't coach. Well, you got to think as a head coach, like you're not really doing the coaching. Think about it. The position coaches are doing a lot of the coaching. The coordinators are doing a lot of coaching. The head coach is basically a CEO in big time D1 college football. The head coaches are CEOs, most of them. They thought the pass was incomplete, but it was complete. Being undefeated isn't guard. 100%. If you beat all the teams in front of you, that is nothing to sniff at, especially like 8-9 weeks into the season. Mississippi State 7-3 Georgia first quarter. Yeah, I got it going. Georgia was like inside the 10 about to score, and then they fumbled. And then that's how Mississippi State's got the ball right now inside the 5. Georgia just turned it over. Had his kid playing QB, and he would have went top 5 program if not. Indiana just hit a big play on Penn State. He's a bad CEO. He's a bad CEO. Shout out to Aaron for the $2 super chat. In your opinion, is Joey McGuire a good coach? In the Big 12, I'm gonna be honest. Like my thing with coaches, the players make the coaches. And I'll give you a good example. I think we all would agree Bill Belichick is a good coach, right? Look at what's going on in North Carolina. Like like they might even get rid of him. Like you gotta have the guys, and I think McGuire with the NIL buy-in they're getting at Texas Tech and them getting some better players, I think that's really gonna help them out. Deion to the Browns, bro. I don't. The way the Browns are doing Shadur, I definitely don't think Deion's trying to go to Cleveland. I think if anything, Shadur wants to get out of Cleveland. Motives, facts. He doesn't even. Joe, what's going on with Boston on BC? Him and Sal, both are hot every game. Yeah. Do y'all see what Warren Sapp does every game when like they go for warm-ups? Like he goes and kicks the pylons down, and Deion comes behind him and just puts the pylons back up. That's so petty. It's exactly what they used to do. College football rankings, so strength of schedule has more influence than undefeated record. I'm one of those proponents, man. I like strength of schedule mattering more than your record. Like I like that. Like who have you played? Like who have you played out of conference? Like I like that. I think teams should be rewarded, when they schedule tough games out of conference. Shadur would have went to Bama. Nah, I don't think Shadur would have went to Bama, dog. I don't think Shadur would have went to Bama because a lot of that stuff Shadur was doing at Colorado, I don't think would have been okay at Bama. Belichick is too old to relate to Gen Z kids. You are not wrong at all about that. You are not wrong at all about that. Mississippi State got a 3rd and 9, and they barely pick it up. Detroit with a layup tomorrow, Grimy. Juice Man, don't gas him up anymore, dog. Do not gas him up anymore. Juice Man, tell him Detroit's not going to show up and Detroit's going to take an L tomorrow. Don't you come in here and do that to Juice Man. Don't you come in here and gas him up. Cross-like strength of schedule because it helps the SEC. Grimy, it's the truth, dog. I mean, you're not wrong. It definitely helps the SEC. But, dude, bro, Grimy, you cannot argue the Big Ten schedule. Some of them this year have been like kind of lax, dude. Like, come on now. You got some Big Ten teams. They only going to have like 2 ranked games on their whole schedule, dog. Come on now. Hopefully my Pistons looking good this year. Bro, your Pistons ain't going to do anything, right? Hating ass Cross. Bro, 100%, bro. That's what makes it fun, Grammy. That's what makes it fun. Because I already know when my squad loses, I already know you're going to come for me. I already know you're going to be all over me. Trust me, I already know. Michigan got a cupcake schedule this year. I got it. Exactly. Well, I ain't gonna say that. It's not too bad because y'all did play OU on the road in the non-con. So I got some respect for Michigan on that one. Big respect, man. Going on the road playing Oklahoma and non-con, I definitely respect that. Oh, fumble in the Mississippi State Georgia game. But I think he might have been down though. Hey, but Juice Man, Grimy feels some type of way when you start talking about Michigan and the Lions, though, dog. Oh man. Let's see if he was down. Oh, I don't know. That's close. That ball looked like it was starting to come out a little bit in this Georgia Mississippi State game. I don't know if anybody got that game going. Oh, they are calling it a fumble. And Georgia gets the turnover right back. And they got it inside the 30. Little play action bubble screen. Nice tackle by the safety coming down from the top. About a 3-yard loss. Really good play right there. Yeah, Nathaniel. Yeah, that was definitely a that ball was coming out before he went down. And that's the end of the first quarter in the Georgia Mississippi State game. Mississippi State got a 7-3 lead. We'll see what they can do with it. I can tell Grimy get defensive with his Michigan team. Bro, 100%, bro. 100%. Bama better win the Natty this year and cross noses. Grimy, I wouldn't have it any other way, bro. I would not have it any other way. Texas A&M is the best team I've seen so far. Legit D. QB has gotten better every game. Has crazy skills to even get better. Mr. Green, hey, that is not a bad take at all, man. Texas A&M, like, I really like their coach, bro. Like, they play a really good brand of football. Real physical on defense. The front seven flies around. And Marcel Reed, man, is real dynamic. Bull, what score you on? In the BYU Texas Tech game, it's 10-0 Texas Tech. West Virginia 9, Colorado 0, second quarter. Man, I got to get that one on too. Let me plug this other monitor on. Get that West Virginia Colorado game going. Ohio State beats Michigan this year. Uh-oh, Grimy. I know, Grimy, you see that? Somebody said Ohio State beats Michigan this year, Grimy. And I'm just reading it out, brother. I'm just reading it out. Don't be mad at me because I know how you feel when somebody says that. All right, let me get this West Virginia Colorado game up. All right. 1 second. All right, got that up. I cried my eyes out about the Lions every Thanksgiving when I was a kid. There's pictures. I lied. That was last year, but still. Lions got the W in the bag with the Commanders, in my opinion. Juice Man, I don't even disagree with you. Ohio State may beat us this year finally. Grimy, don't you dare do that. I'm not. Hey, that is not allowed over here, Grimy. Don't you be in here saying Ohio State may beat us. You got to stand 10 toes down, bro. You got to tell it like it is, man. Y'all own Ohio State until further notice, bro. The PreGame Network. Hey, shout out. Big respect as always. Better hope it's a nice sunny day because OSU run game is mid. Bull, they haven't had to do much. Like Ohio State's defense has just been suffocating this year. The offense hasn't really had to do much, put much points on the board at all. That's a nice little RPO by BYU right there. Lions should win with a Daniel Lesko. Yeah, they should win. That should be a guaranteed win. Man, it's looking like BYU can't really get going offensively. Either Texas Tech is like very in tune with whatever they're trying to do offensively, but it just seems like they got to answer for them defensively. Whatever they try to do. We are in their head. Ryan Day is soft against Michigan. QB isn't that good, in my opinion. Grimy. I think he is completing like 80% of his passes this year, bro. And he's another Bama transfer, too. Just FYI. If we run the ball and play defense and keep it close at halftime, we can win, no doubt. Definitely, Grant, 100%. Like, y'all just got to play Michigan football, man. Control the line of scrimmage, be physical, run the ball, don't turn the ball over, and play good defense. Buckeye should run the ball well against, Nathaniel, I think that's going to be a glorified scrimmage, for real. Glorified scrimmage. When Jeff Brown was at Purdue, they would have that big upset by nice catch in this Georgia-Mississippi State game. Nice catch. Hope the Rams beat the Winers tomorrow. I'll be in some Niner channel going at it with all Niner fans in the chat and talked a lot of mess about my Rams winning. Laughing out loud. Let's go. Juice Man, that's what makes it fun, bro. You got to do it. Bro, NCAA on their game today can't even watch a game. Man, that's tough, dog. That's tough. BYU is a second half team, it seems. They read their defense, then go home. The only thing is they can't let the advantage extend. Yeah, you're right. Drew Brees went to Purdue. Yes, he did. He did his thing at Purdue as well. I think he took Purdue to the Rose Bowl too, if I remember correctly. All right, BYU trying to run the ball a little bit. It's tough sledding for BYU right now. It is tough sledding for BYU offensively right now. Texas Tech is definitely winning the game up front right now. They're controlling the line of scrimmage. Saying is a 5-star. Motors, 100%. He's also a Bama transfer. I don't know if you saw, but Nick Saban was talking about Julian Sands, saying, can you believe the coach at Alabama had Julian Sands on the scout team? And he was like, that coach is a joke. Meanwhile, it was Nick Saban that did it. I used to bang a stripper that lived in Orleans, said the Saints would come in all the time. Drew never got a dance, so would just give the girls money. He's a good dude, in my opinion. Grimy, I met Drew Brees, bro. Drew Brees is a good dude. He's definitely a good dude and lost the Rose Bowl. Yeah, I was pretty sure that's what happened. Because I think at the time, Purdue, that was kind of when the pass happy spread kind of started. And Drew Brees would just sling it all over the yard. Nathaniel says BYU's in trouble. I don't think they're in trouble. I think they're in the ball game, bro. It's just not going to be easy, you know? Saban was clowning. Yeah, bro, it was a good take, man. All right, so we got 4th and 4. BYU's coming out, kick a field goal right here. BYU needs these points badly. It's a 51-yarder, though. From 51. Nah, he missed it. Good stop by Texas Tech right there. Juice Man, I did meet Drew Brees. I met him in New Orleans. Met him, Mark Brunell. I wish that speech he made when he set the record cheered me up. Watched him beat Purdue in the 0-1 Rose Bowl. Michigan retired Nick Saban. Never forget. Grimy, don't start that today, dog. Don't make me put you in timeout, dog. We are not doing that today, Grimy, okay? The man's 75 years old, dog. What you want him to do? Coach till he's 100, dog? Don't do that. Miss Terry said she had enough, man. You met everyone, bro. That's sick. Hey, Juice Man, man. Hey, sometimes I just happen to be at the right place at the right time, brother. But yeah, Drew Brees a good dude, man. Cool dude. Met Jeremy Shockey. I actually got a good Jeremy Shockey story. So I was in a club in New Orleans. This was probably 2008. Maybe 2009. I was in a club in New Orleans. And, I'm just chilling out, having a good time. And I bump into a dude. And I'm like, dang, like this dude, like we kind of bumped into each other kind of hard. So he turns, this fucking Jeremy Shaw. I'm like, oh, my bad, dog. He's like, oh, my bad, bro. It's all good. And at the time, one of my homies played for the Saints, Roman Harper, and he happened to be in the club, and I ran into Roman. And I bumped into Jeremy Shockey. Big dude, too, by the way. Big dude. Bro, you talked about Bama's QB room earlier. Imagine 5-star Sam, 5-star Simpson, just wondering who is going to play. Bro, that's literally what it was. For real. Just like last year, bro, we had Jalen Milroe and Ty Simpson was just chilling. At least he wasn't Joe Pop. Yeah, that's a sticky situation right there, Grammy. That punter is good at punting, but I don't know what year he is to be. He can punt far, but they try to make him punt pretty far, and sometimes he actually 51 yard is tough. All right, Penn State just tied it up with Indiana 7-7. I have a friend who's nowhere near a UFC fan like me, but runs into all the fighters. 4 days ago, I woke up to a message, and it was a video of him meeting Derek Lewis. Bro, Grimy, it happens like that, bro. Bro, so speaking of which, I got a story just like that. So UFC Austin with who headlined? I think it was Beneil Dariush, Arman Sarukian. So me and a homie, we went to the fight, right? He spends the night. I don't spend the night. I leave that night because the card like flew by because we had a lot of finishes. Bro, about 2.5 hours after the card, this mofo sends me a picture with him and Alex Pereira, dog. Swear to God. I have it saved as his contact photo now. And this was like before Poeton was huge, all that, bro. Like crazy. And you talking about somebody was sick? Bro, I was sick. Months ago, he ran into Mighty Mouse. And hey, Juice Man, you need to hang out with him more often, dog. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Why you meeting them and not me? Bro, the best line is it should have been me, Juice Man. That's what you got to say. It should have been me. I ran into Ludacris one time right before he released What's Your Fantasy in the airport. Hey, that's what's up right there, Grimy. Simpson sitting behind Milroe is crazy work, but he did have a hell of an arm. Bro, crazy work that Simpson was behind Milroe. Crazy work. Indiana likes to start slow. Yeah, but on the road in Happy Valley might not be a good place for it. Juice Man, bro, yes. My brother, my boy got a picture with Poeton. And this before he was like huge. Because I think that card was 2023, I think. Fuck no, juices before cell phone cameras let my fucking ass off. Grimy, I got a story like that, man. I met Allen Iverson at the airport when I was like, I think I was maybe about 15, 16. I was playing AAU basketball at the time, and our whole team, man, we ran into Allen Iverson, bro. We was like kids, starstruck, the whole nine, bro. The whole nine. What was a good attempt at an undefeated season? Great game, Texas. Hey, it's still a lot, Aubrey. It's still a lot of game left. Still a lot of game left. Are we watching Cleveland or Colorado because both look the same? Hey, that's a good shout right there. Before the allegations. There was cameras back then laughing out loud, but I get you. Laughing out loud. They had disposables. Grimy, bro. I remember the disposables, bro. You take the picture and then just wind it up, bro. People don't remember that, dog. All right, Texas Tech got it on the 11 right here, 1st and 10. Run a little counter play, pick up about 2.5. Cleveland beats the Jets. Bro, the Jets have already packed it up with the trades. Incomplete pass right there on 2nd and 7 for Texas Tech. And where the Cleveland Browns, bro, the Jets have definitely packed it up. When they traded, so Colorado's down 9-0 on West Virginia right now. I gotta glance over at it from time to time. I'm gonna try to actually watch a game, but BiggDoggChico is good fan. Bro, Chico is definitely fan, bro. He's definitely good people, man. I'll be back if NCAA is acting crazy. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. That's a good stop right there by BYU. Funny AI story. When he played in Detroit, he used to go to the casino all the time and get drunk and cause issues. I was there one time. He took off his shoes and put his feet on the table. Hey, that legit sound like AI for real, Grammy. Ryan Day in a suit and tie. AI was a real one back in the day, Grammy. Yeah, Indiana, Penn State still 7-7. All right, now Georgia's up 10-7 on Mississippi State, and they got the ball back. Crying Ryan soft. Of course you're gonna say that, Grammy. Grammy, if I was you, you should have nothing but good things to say about Ryan Day, dude. Because he don't beat Michigan, bro. If I were you, I would be as complimentary as I could be to Ryan Day. Mendoza with a nice little scramble in the Indiana Penn State game. Colorado's driving in this West Virginia game. They got it on the 30. Oh, that's right. They starting that freshman today. I forgot about Colorado was starting. I can't think of the guy's name, but the freshman from Georgia, quarterback. I remember seeing some of his clips when he was in high school. I just said he was soft. Not that I want him fired. Okay, all right, bro. If I was you, man, I would be gassing Ryan Day up, man. I would be saying, man, he's one of the best coaches in the country, the whole nine, dog. The whole nine. Starting to look like Georgia starting to take control in this Mississippi State game. They're starting to run the ball pretty good now. Julian Lewis, that's that the freshman quarterback from Colorado's name. I just remembered it. He was like the real deal in high school. Ooh, that's a tough sack right there, though. Texas Tech hits a field goal. Appreciate the update, Nathaniel. Georgia 10, Mississippi State 7. Georgia with the ball. All right, so my ESPN video feed is a little behind the stats over here because they've already hit the field goal, and I'm on 3rd and 7 and watching it. Tech on schedule to cover. Yeah. But just like somebody in the chat said, BYU plays well in the second half. So we'll see if they can put a drive together before halftime and then make some adjustments. Because if things continue like this, we're going to get a repeat in the Big 12 championship game, or a rematch, rather. But yeah, we got 126 people in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate it. All right, see what we got going on these other games real quick. All right, so Georgia still 10-7. They got the ball. Just hit an explosive pass play, though. Penn looking like Iowa's starting to drive on Penn State. Still tied up 7-7 in that one. Yeah, Indiana's got it inside the 15. I think if Indiana puts it, like, goes up 7 right here, I think Penn State might start to wilt away a little bit right here. Slot fade. Ooh, nice breakup by the DB. Good thrown ball, too, though, by Mendoza right there. You look like you balled back in the day. Devin Martin, brother, I played a little bit of ball, bro. Played a little bit. BYU second half weapon is a 250-pound QB. He can throw, but also run you over. True freshman. Ridiculous. Penn State losing 6 in a row. Bro, like the whole implosion at Penn State, I just don't know how it all happened, man. They came in with all these expectations, and it just went down bad in a hurry, too. Yeah, Georgia's starting to pound the rock now. That offensive line starting to lean on them a little bit now. I think they got like a 3rd and 1 inside the 20. Yeah, just ran duo and got about 6 or 7. First live stream, the streamer actually reads comments, got my subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Georgia with the bootleg. Ooh, nice run by the quarterback, Gunnar Nelson, right there. Or Gunnar Stockton, my bad. Nice run right there. Comeback BYU is always something. Hey, it is. It's a legit thing. I don't know if it's a thing this early, though, because usually those BYU comebacks are like late at night. Jim Knowles should have stayed at Ohio State. He definitely should have. But then on the flip side, Ohio State got Matt Patricia. So they actually got an upgrade. And Jim Knowles is now the highest paid defensive coordinator in the country. So, Nathaniel, let me ask you this. You're the DC at at Ohio State. Penn State comes to you, offers you the most money to become the highest coordinator in the country. Do you take it? And I think Jim knows. I think he has ties to Penn State too, if I remember correctly. As a Husker fan, I was hoping we actually be able to beat Penn State this year with us beating Northwestern. Then our O-line is Dookie and Raiola gets injured. Crumb, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm a little older, and I remember a time back in the 90s when Nebraska was just so physical and methodical, and they were like one of the programs, and I miss Nebraska being good, bro. I definitely miss it. Like, I like Nebraska being good. It's gonna be tough to get back to that level. It's just there's the you don't really have a high school talent in the state like that. And then what Nebraska was doing back then doesn't really play in today's NCAA with running the option. I think Nebraska was ahead of their time with they were like the first program with like the super sophisticated strength and conditioning program. And you just could see it, man. Nebraska used to be so much more physical than everybody and just would beat up people at the line of scrimmage. And then when Tom Osborne left, they kind of got away from it and lost their identity. It's kind of like what you're seeing what's going on with Wisconsin a little bit. When Bielema left and they just got away from just getting physical and just beating people up at the line of scrimmage. No, go for repeat natty. That's fair. It's a trade-off, you know. It's definitely a trade-off. And Georgia just scores again, so I think they're up 10 now, if I remember correctly. All right, Colorado gets a field goal, so they're on the board. It's 9-3 West Virginia over Colorado in that game. 4th and 1 for BYU. They're going for it. Interesting right here. Nebraska should hire Brian Kelly. I don't think they can. They could do that because they just gave Matt Rule an extension a few weeks ago. Can only imagine what Bo Jackson would have done in the wishbone at OU back in the 70s. Nebraska was on steroids first to the party. You might be on to something there. But, hey, I missed them days when Nebraska was running that option. Tommy Frazier was at quarterback. They had, like, Almond Green at running back, Lawrence Phillips. Like, those are the good old days for Nebraska. And then had the black shirts on defense. Man, Nebraska was legit in the 90s. Bo Jackson ran the wishbone at Auburn in the 80s. Did win the Heisman. It's going to be interesting to see where Brian Kelly ends up, though, because I think he should probably go back to somewhere in the Midwest, in my opinion. Is there anywhere to watch the BYU versus Texas Tech game for free? I'm broke. Josh, Stream East, brother. Stream East. Did they punt? All right, so what's going on with me? It's 2nd and 10. BYU's got the ball. Throw a little bubble screen. Got out of bounds. 70s, Oklahoma fumbled a lot. 78 Orange Bowl against Arkansas. That's before my time right there. But I definitely know Oklahoma. Oklahoma's always been good. Like, Oklahoma's a blue blood. Oklahoma's had success throughout history. 13-0. Let's go wreck them. All right, BYU 3rd and 4 right here. Ah, man, he checks it down, but they do not pick up the first down. It's 4th down again. Do you go for it again in your own territory? I mean, if you went for it once, you might as well go for it again, right? I think it's going to be 4th and 1, 4th and 2. It's a tough spot right here. 4th and 2. Yeah, that looking like they're going for it again. Oh no, they're punting it off. Why would you go for it 4th and 1, backed up more, and then now it's 4th and 2? You gonna punt it off? Yeah, the defenses have definitely shown up today. I think BYU's got a little over 100 yards of total offense. And Texas Tech, I think, has like 127 or 57, something like that. Let me go over here and look real quick. Team stats. Texas Tech has 120 total yards. BYU has 105. BYU's 2 of 7 on third down. Texas Tech's 3 of 7 on third down. Bro, the defenses are showing up. The defenses are definitely showing up today. Now, does Texas Tech try to go and get more points right here, or do they play it safe and just take it in halftime? I think you see what you do on these first two plays. You pick up some decent yards, you definitely go and try and get some more points. Incomplete pass. Mississippi State picks up a first down. Georgia's up 17-7 on Mississippi State right now in the second. About 4 minutes, 37 seconds left. But Mississippi State just picked up a first down. They're driving. See if they can get some points. Nice dig route right there. Ooh, big sack for BYU. Big sack by BYU. Yeah, they blitzed both linebackers right there, BYU, and they get the sack, get the negative play. 3rd and 19. Now look like they're playing a little coverage right here. 3 down linemen. They got all little guys on the field. Came with a corner blitz. Texas Tech runs the ball, punt it off. Nice 3 and out by BYU. Now they get the 2-minute timeout, and BYU got another chance to get some points before halftime right here. Some good defense being played in this BYU Texas Tech game. Looking like Mississippi State's replaced their quarterback now. Watch highlights of tearaway jerseys on OU running backs. Awesome. Mr. Green, that was definitely a thing. If I remember correctly, who was the OU running back in the day that they did the ESPN 30 for 30 on? I think it was like the greatest that never was or something like that. What was his name? Somebody in the chat let me know. I know somebody in the chat knows exactly who I'm talking about. I can't remember the dude's name, but he was like the truth at OU back in the day. Oh my goodness. The freaking BYU quarterback just got planted. Bro, he tried to hurdle, but the defender didn't try and tackle him low, and he caught him and then just like power drived him into the ground. That's awesome. Some good football right there. Not a dirty play at all. Marcus Dupree, that's his name. Marcus Dupree. Good looking out, Nathaniel. I appreciate it. Marcus Dupree. That's exactly who I'm talking about. Why is the game not showing? I think, Alex, what do you use? Do you use YouTube TV? Because if you use YouTube TV, I know Disney and YouTube TV, they having like their little issue right now. They can't agree on a deal, and that's why so many people are missing out on it. West Virginia is up 16-3 over Colorado. Indiana's just up 10-7 over Penn State. Don't be afraid to shock the world, Penn State. Don't be afraid to shock the world. See what Colorado got going on over here. Julian Lewis with the deep shot. Oh, nice one-handed grab in that game. Let's see if he made this catch. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's a nice one-handed grab right there. That's a nice one-handed grab. All right, about to review it. Look like it's, I think that's a good catch, though. Yeah, that's nice right there. Shout out, we got 119 people in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate it. Hope everybody's enjoying some good football today. And if there's anybody looking forward to the UFC fight card today, let me know. Let me know. Hopefully BYU, if anything, keeps it close for the sake of the Big 12 championship. Yeah, you got a point. But honestly, even if Texas Tech wins kind of big, the game is still going to have a playoff spot on it. You know what I mean? Like the winner of that's going to the playoff. So regardless what happens today, the Big 12 championship game is still going to be very interesting regardless. And trying to beat a team twice in the same season is not easy to do. Man, next weekend is going to be rough for me. Bama, Oklahoma at 3:30, and then Texas, Georgia at night with UFC 322. Shoosh. All right, here we go, BYU. 2 minutes left. See if you can get some points on the board before halftime. Believe it or not, the end of half and end of game is a lot easier for the offense. Because on defense, you can't do a lot of the same things you normally do. Ooh, that was close to being picked. BYU's QB tried to hit a receiver going right up the seam. The safety almost stepped right in front of it too. And you gotta fire that ball in there too. That's a good play by the safety. Really good play by the safety. Ohio State, UCLA at night. Ohio State is gonna kill UCLA. Like that's gonna be a scrimmage. I can only imagine what the spread of that game is gonna be. All right, let's see. Indiana, Penn State is still 10-7 Indiana. Oh, he fumbled. A running back fumble for Penn State. Yeah, that's definitely a fumble. Indiana about to get the ball at the 20. That might do it. If Indiana gets 7 right there, that might do it. Quarterback draw on 3rd and 13 from BYU. Man, that play call right there. I don't know. It's Steffi, let's go BYU. Hey, it's not looking too good for BYU right now. This offense just has not been able to get anything going. Because I mean, currently BYU only has 106 yards of total offense. This Texas Tech defense has showed up. and just bottle BYU up completely. They flying around on defense too. You can tell they playing with a lot of confidence over there. Bear Backermeyer is gonna cook. Hey, I like Bear. We're gonna see what he can do in the second half, though. The first half hadn't looked too good for him. We're gonna see, though. We're gonna see if they can make some adjustments at halftime. Bro, my dad works at BYU. I hope BYU. Hey, respect to you and respect to your dad, man. Shout out to your dad. We're gonna pull it off. Hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And respect for all the BYU people in the chat. Respect, man. I appreciate it big time. Purdue looks better than BYU. That's so tough to gauge. Where you see like a middle to bottom of the road team in one conference comparing to like one of the better teams of another conference, that's just tough to compare. But I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying, Nathaniel. But it's a tough comparison. The BYU coach is my hey, respect. I like the BYU coach. Like, I think he's had like some big wins, and like his interviews after game, he always seemed like a cool dude. Texas Tech quarterback got all day to throw and goes down. Nice sack by BYU. Yo, the Texas Tech quarterback, he is not healthy, bro. Purdue moving the ball against Ohio State. Hold up, is that on right now? If that's on right now, I got to get that on too. I thought that game was just going to be a blowout. All right, so that one just started. All right, let me get that one on too. Let me go to. All right, let's see here. No. All right. I'm gonna take the Colorado West Virginia game off, and I'm gonna put the Ohio State versus Purdue on. All right. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'll be back to the chat. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Purdue, Ohio State. All right, here we go. See what the Buckeyes gonna do. You ain't lying. Purdue got it inside the 40. Utah wants to rematch in the Big 12 championship game. Please win, BYU. Yo, the Big 12 is probably the most fun conference because everybody can play with everybody. All right, Texas Tech getting some putting a little quick little drive together, see if they can get some more points, add on to this lead before. Oh man, but he got drilled in this Georgia Mississippi State game. Receiver coming over the middle, but he took a shoulder. Oh, deep ball, Texas Tech. Uh-oh, that's not good. Completed ball, 1st and goal inside the 10. 1st and goal at I think it's at the 6 for Texas Tech. This ain't good. BYU cannot give up a touchdown right here. Yo, shout out to Stephanie, the biggest fan of BiggDoggChico. Let's see if Texas Tech can cap it off. 1st and goal from the 6. Run it, no game. I don't know about that play call right there. I do not like that play call because the clock is just going to run 2nd and goal from like the 6 or 7. Clock just running. That's why you don't run the ball right there. Let's see. Oh, they dropped the touchdown. They had it too. They had it. Receiver just couldn't make the catch. Oh, it was, yeah, he dropped the touchdown. It was right there. Quarterback squeezed it in there too. That was a really good throw. Who do I want? I don't care. I'm impartial. I just like good football. Thanks for the update, Nathaniel. 3-0 Purdue. I just like me some good football. I don't have a dog in the fight. Oh, dump it off in the flat. Oh, good tackle right there by BYU. Good tackle. Oh, and it keeps them in bounds. Texas Tech will have to use the timeout to kick the field goal. Yo, that's a big time tackle right there. Because now a field goal is just going to keep it a 2-possession game. That's a big tackle right there. Big tackle. Texas Tech runs the clock down, calls a timeout with 3 seconds left to kick the field goal going into halftime. That's a really big time tackle right there. Because if you don't get that guy on the ground and he gets in the end zone and you go down 3 possessions, that ain't good the way this Texas Tech defense been playing today. I want BYU to win. Hey, I respect it. I'm one of those people. I watch as many games as possible. As many games as possible. Go Raiders. Is that Las Vegas Raiders or is that Texas Tech Red Raiders, Nathaniel? Man, that was a really good tackle by that BYU defender. Hold up. Texas Tech is going for it right here? Go 9. Uh-oh. Now that's an NFL rivalry right there. Raiders, Niners. Man, Texas Tech is going for it right here. What? Texas Tech is really going for it? 4th and goal? Up 3rd. Why don't you? I don't know about this decision. I mean, if you take the 3, it's still a 2-possession game. But man, you are going for it right here. Red Raiders, okay. Yeah, Surf Funnies, they're going for it right here. At least that's what they came out here. And then when they lined up, BYU took a timeout. I don't know about this decision, especially if they don't get it. But if they get it, BYU will be behind the 8 ball. Let's see. 4th and goal. I do not know about this decision. 4th and goal from the 2. And they go empty. Yo, BYU should blitz. Bring the house on empty. Oh, and they stopped them. That's a great play by BYU. Really good play by BYU right there. And now BYU going to go in the half with all this momentum now. I do not like that decision. Take the points. Yeah, I do not like that decision at all right there. Chat, let me know if you like that decision. Going for it, 4th and 2. You're up 13-0 with 3 seconds before halftime. I don't know about that. I don't know about that decision. As a Utah fan, for some reason, teams don't like to kick field goals versus BYU. I don't get it. Like, you going like chasing all these points so early in the game. Make it a 16-0 game. Who gets the ball at half? I honestly don't even remember who got the ball first. I'm gonna be honest. Let's see. See if I can look this up. Yo, Texas Tech has a 90% win probability right now. Let's go. We stopped them. I told you. Hey, you were right. You were right. Lego Lee says, take the points. Nathaniel says, like decision, bad play call. Yeah, I do not like that. I don't like that decision. Take the points. Take the points. It's too, for me, it's just too early to be chasing points. Texas Tech gets the ball. That's probably, you know what? Now that makes sense. They're like, we get the ball at half, we go for it. That makes a little more sense now, but I think they should have took the points. 100% take the points. Because then, yeah, it's still a 2-possession game, but BYU is going to have to go for 2 both times. And if they don't get it, it's still a 2-possession game. You know what I mean? But I get it, though. They probably believe their defense is playing so well. They're controlling BYU. But that might come back and bite them, though. Texas Tech gets ball. That's why they went for it. I agree, though. Get them points. It was not, bro, yes. Like, sometimes I think coaches I think they try and outsmart the room sometimes. Like, you just got to do the simple thing. Take the points. The points are right there. Take them. Especially you got the lead right there. This Ohio State Purdue game still 3-0 Purdue. It's still early though. It's over 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter in this game over here. Let's see. Make it full screen. All right. I do not like that. Tech going for the blowout. I get that, Nathaniel, but I don't know. Usually what happens in college football when you make decisions like that too early or like too soon and it doesn't go your way, something ends up happening and it comes back to bite you. BYU versus Utah. Utah didn't kick 3 field goals and ended up losing by 3. Exactly. You got to take the point sometimes. You cannot get greedy. Because, bro, the football gods are real, man. For real. If they think you out here trying to do too much, they're going to humble you. Jeremiah Smith can catch anything. Yeah, I just saw this pass interference right here. Nathaniel, what type of NFL career you think Jeremiah Smith gonna have? You think he gonna be more like Marvin Harrison Jr., where he gets to the league and he just doesn't look the same, or it's gonna be he gets to the league and just dominates? Because I think he's so physically imposing in college that he gets away with a lot of stuff just because he's just physically better athletes than a lot of guys. But when he gets to the NFL, it's gonna be about technically how good of a route runner are you. And hey, that was a good catch though by him though. Really good concentration on that. I just saw the replay of it. That's a really good catch. I think he's only like 19, 20 years old. Became a soldier. Yo, respect, brother. I appreciate it. And if you could come on over to my channel, bro, Crossover MMA, give me a follow. I'll put it right here. Give me 1 second. I'll put it on the screen so you can know where to find me. If I can get my stuff together over here. Let's see. Right here. Right here. Crossover MMA. Get on over there and give me a sub. I would really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. He's going to be much better than Maserati Marv. Dominates, he will get more one-on-one chances in the NFL. I think that depends where he goes to, though, you know? Because if he goes to a team where they just don't have any other weapons, it's going to be tough. Big stop on fourth down, but BYU needs some dang offense. Jay Beers, I was saying it, bro. That stop was huge, but the offense just got to get something going. Hard to not bet on an OSU receiver at the moment. That's fair. Because, bro, a lot of those receivers do well in the NFL. Julian saying with the deep shot. Oh, big time catch by speaking of you know who, Jeremiah Smith down to the 1. Bro, he is so physically imposing. 6'3", 215, physical, strong hands. Yeah, that DB just outmatched right there. And then catches the ball with the hands at the highest point. That's a really good play right there by a big time player. But yeah, if you could get on over there to Cross MMA, give me a follow, give me a sub on all platforms. Carnell Tate would be good pro too. Hey, low key, I like Carnell Tate a lot, Nathaniel. Like his routes, I think he runs better routes than Jeremiah Smith. But Jeremiah Smith is just so physically imposing. But Carnell Tate is a very solid receiver. Very solid. But yeah, Carnell Tate runs some really good routes. Really good routes. Let's see, make this a little bigger. All right, Georgia's opened it up a little bit on Mississippi State. Now they're up 24-7, so that one's probably done. What's the update on Penn State, Indiana? Give me 1 second because it's on commercial. But Indiana's up 17-7 at half. P-Dub. So that one might already start getting away from Penn State with the bag up quarterback. Let me pull the box score up in this game real quick. Look at these team stats. So Indiana's 3 of 6 on third down. Penn State's 4 of 8 on third down. Indiana has 169 yards of total offense, 119 for Penn State. Okay. But yeah, 17-7 in that one, Indiana. And it's looking like Ohio State's got first and goal on the 1 against Purdue. They're down 3-0. As long as BYU loses, I don't care what happens. Cornelius Dan's be like, hey, I don't care. As long as BYU loses, that's all that matters to me. All right, first and goal from the 1 for Ohio State. They don't get in on first down. Ohio State's first quarter this season, they haven't led. Well, it's looking like they're about to punch it in right now, just correct. I mean, it's second and goal from like the 2 or the 1. Oh, yeah, it's the second quarter. You're right. You are right. That's how it is when you go on the road. All right, they come out in goal line package. See if they can punch it in from the 1. They go to a little power. Ooh, oh, leg drive, touchdown, Ohio State. Hey, the running back got hit behind the line of scrimmage, but the leg drive, he just took it in the end zone. C.J. Donaldson, touchdown, Ohio State. Nine-play, 75-yard drive for Ohio State. That might get them going now, and they can start clicking on offense. I'm actually curious to look at the box score from that game. Now, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me check it out. Let's see. Where's Ohio State? Okay, here we go. Gamecast. Box score. Oh, that's what it is. Purdue's 3 of 5 on third down. Ohio State's 1 of 2. 96 total yards, 85 total. Okay. Still early in that one. Then I need Texas Tech and BYU to take a second loss and get eliminated from the college football playoff. We'll accept Utah from the Big 12 to represent the Big 12 in college football playoff this year. That's it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens because, I mean, Texas Tech, BYU, Utah, they all in the hunt in the Big 12. I think the ACC is only going to get one team in. So the Big 12 might get 2, just depending how the chips fall. And the SEC got a lot of teams still in the hunt too. I mean, the SEC, you still got Georgia, Texas, Bama, A&M. Who else is in the hunt? That's 5 teams right there. I know Tennessee has 2 losses in the SEC. Georgia's got 1. Yeah, it's still so much football left to play. Because Texas still got to play Georgia and Texas A&M. OU has Bama. I mean, Bama's got LSU, Oklahoma, and Auburn on the road, which is gonna be tricky. Yo, that Oregon game at Iowa today, that's gonna be a sneaky one. That's gonna be a sneaky one from Oregon. They better show up because Iowa plays some defense and they play a physical brand of football. Oregon better show up. I'm trying to see Drake Cito, John Cryberry Kurtz, and maybe Pete Mundo cry, whine, complain, and be let down. Boomer Sooner. Hey, I watch all of them. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely watch Drake Cito on. He does the Big 12 podcast. I know I definitely watch John Kurtz. Yeah, I definitely watch all those guys. That's what's up. Even though I do mostly MMA content, I definitely watch those guys. Hey, Pete up. Don't do that, dog. Don't do that. Don't say LSU versus Bama could also be sneaky tonight. Don't do that. We're not accepting any of that over here. Cause you're probably right, bro. Them LSU firing Brian Kelly, got the interim coach. They're gonna have some rejuvenated energy. But hopefully Bama comes out and is not overlooking LSU. I think they're going to give LSU the respect they deserve. They still got some big-time athletes over there on LSU. I know they've had kind of a rocky season, but can't overlook anybody. See what Purdue can do on offense right here. They got an interesting package on the field. They're going 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Rush 4. Incomplete pass. You mean LSU coming in hot? The players didn't like that, man. Them dudes about to eat. Nah, P-Dub. Not tonight. Maybe next week. Not tonight. Not tonight, brother. Not tonight. But hey, you ain't wrong though. They got some dudes, especially on defense. Definitely got some dudes. Secondary is not bad. They got the linebacker, number 7. Name's escaping me right now on defense for LSU. But, hey, but they got players. I ain't even gonna hold you. They definitely got some ballers. The offense just been so anemic for LSU this year. Nussmeier's not healthy. You can tell he's banged up. Maybe it's an ankle, knee, something like that. Cornelius bet once BYU loses, I'll be on their Locked On page talking my ish. Hey, that's the best part about college football is just talking trash to everybody. That is the best part. And then when your team loses, you got to eat crow and you got to deal with it. It's the best part. So Ohio State gets a stop, forces a punt from Purdue. Drake C. Toll, Locked On Big 12. Looking like Ole Miss is Ole Miss is playing the Citadel. What are we doing there? The Citadel? How is Tech playing? Yo, Texas Tech's defense is pretty much the story of the game. The offense has just done enough. I'm gonna pull up the team stats here, and you can see BYU's 2 of 8 on third down. They only have 106 yards of total offense. Texas Tech is 4 of 9 on third down with 187. The defense it's just a defensive struggle right now. Tech red zone offense needs to improve for sure, but they need to get some type of rhythm on offense just to begin with. Like third down, they haven't been great on third down at all. 2 of 8 on third down ain't gonna get it. Cornell Tate isn't playing for Ohio State. Nathaniel, I don't think they need him today, honestly. They shouldn't need him anyway. Not against Purdue. Because let me see. Because Purdue's 2 and 7. Like they shouldn't even need him today. They're probably just gonna force feed Jeremiah Smith today and be like, hey, go win it for us today. How we thinking? I know was it P-Dub? Cornelius Dansby says, let's see. Drake is trash. Johns is slow as they cry about how great the SEC is. They can't match up, so they come up with lies and false narratives about the SEC. Matt now pays attention or ranks to Little 12. Oh, P-Dub was a guy in here talking about LSU. Bet that as long as Drake puts it, praise and wishes on the SEC OUs and Texas downfall because they finally went home after running the Big 12 for years, especially the Big 12 South. I'm gonna be honest, man. When OU and Texas were in the Big 12, it literally felt like they just had one game a year. Like whoever would win the Red River game would just walk through the rest of the Big 12. Like, I don't know if anybody else felt that way. At least that's how it always seemed for me from the outside looking in. Because it just felt like that was the only time they played another team in the Big 12 that just could match up with them athlete for athlete. I love the Big 12. I mean, the Big 12 is a fun conference. There's a lot of offense, a lot of points. You're never out of the game. Very entertaining, very fun to watch. I can't even lie on that. But I like seeing Texas and OU being the SEC, and like you just see they're playing teams where they can't out athlete anybody. Like everybody's got just as good as athletes. Everybody. Like Texas barely beat Kentucky. They barely beat Mississippi State. But I definitely think the Big 12 is probably going into the year, I was thinking the Big 12 would be the most competitive league, but the SEC is not far off. So I'm praying and wishing for BYU's and the Big 12's downfall since Drake has a love affair with them in the Latter-day Saints church and thinks they're holier than thou and no one else in the Big 12 matters. Nah, I get it. I 100% get it. But hey, he is locked on Big 12, bro. He's got to hype up the Big 12. You know? That's what that's his job, is to rep the Big 12, you know? But it is entertaining, though. It definitely is entertaining. All right. Ohio State got it back. How is nobody by Jeremiah Smith by like 10 yards? Like this dude just made a catch out of bounds and there was not anybody on the whole screen. Big 12 is getting swallowed up. Yeah, like everybody just beating up on everybody because the league is just so competitive. All right, we get the kickoff of the third quarter right here in this BYU Texas Tech game. Ohio State's on the move, 1st and 10. They got it on their own 36. Yo, Purdue is getting pressure on Julian Sand today, though. That is one thing I am noticing in this Ohio State game. Big Ten, SEC, two main conferences and growing. Nathaniel, you're not wrong at all. But I think the next conference that is probably going to fall is going to be the ACC. Because I think Florida State, North Carolina, and Miami, they all want to get out of the ACC. And I wouldn't be surprised if Florida State goes to the Big Ten. Because the SEC just already has Florida. Teams living in the Big 12. I don't know, because I mean the Big 12 already has the ESPN deal. I mean, I guess the ACC already has it too. He only hyped up BYU, Baylor, and maybe Texas Tech, while at the same time disrespecting Utah, Oklahoma State, UCF, Cincinnati, Kansas. Bro, how about Houston? Houston surprised a lot of people with how they played this year. That's the old Big 12. Let this NIL go for a few more years. Everyone gets athletes that can match up. That's the beauty about the NIL era, man. It's just leveled the playing field so much. And it's just spreading the talent out. Every team just has talent. And everybody can play with everybody every weekend. Texas Tech takes a deep shot, but it's an incomplete pass right there. BYU gets a stop. That's a nice punt right there by Texas Tech, though. If the ACC falls, the Big 12 will get leftovers only. They're the scraps. Cornelius, you are spot on right there. Like, I think the teams that'll go to the bigger conference will be, I think Florida State will either go to the SEC or the Big 10. Miami will probably go to either the SEC or the Big Ten. North Carolina, I think, will probably go to the SEC because I think the SEC wants a new market. Indiana with an interception against Penn State. And I think Virginia Tech is also another program that might go to another one of the big programs. And then the Big 12 gets the scraps of what's left of the ACC. Smith is making Purdue look as – yes, they are, bro. Jeremiah Smith is just doing his – man, I see what you're saying. Touchdown, Ohio State. They're up 14-3 now. I think that game's probably done now. Jeremiah Smith, Julian Sand just showing out right now against Purdue. Right down the chute on cover 2. That guy trying to run with Jeremiah Smith, you can't do that. They probably just spotted a tendency right there for Purdue and knew they would be in cover 2. Get Jeremiah Smith in the slot and just have him run vertical against the middle read. So, yeah, Ohio State's 14-3 over Purdue. That game's probably done already. See what we got going on here in this Texas Tech BYU game. It's a nice catch from this BYU receiver. Now Indiana's starting to run the ball on Penn State. Let's go. Put a drive together, BYU. Make this game competitive. Make it a one-score game. Little jet sweep fake, quarterback power for half a yard. Ohio State looking real good against 2-7 Purdue. Very well said, Grimy. Very well said. Yeah, Indiana and Ohio. Well, I ain't gonna say Ohio State got a cakewalk because the Michigan game is gonna be tough. But Ohio State, they've already locked up the Big Ten championship appearance. Sir Fundies, I'm a Utah fan. That's what's up, bro. We got a loyal BYU fan in the chat. He's probably a little quiet right now. His name is Jay Beers. He has a BYU helmet as his icon. He's probably a little stressed right now, so he's probably not talking much in the chat right now. But he'll be in here at some point. All right, we got a 3rd and long from BYU right here, 3rd and 10 on their own 31. Texas Tech rushes 4. BYU takes a deep shot. Oh, receiver can't come up with it. A little quiet, laughing out loud. Ouch. Grimy, you know how it is, dog. When your team ain't playing well, man, you just want to, you just got to be quiet. I've been tired of these BYU fans. Let's go, Tech. I'm a BYU fan, not ashamed, tough game. Hey, I respect it, Derek White. Hey, it's supposed to be a tough game. It's a top 10 matchup on the road. You know what I mean? And BYU punts it, and it's a touchback. We should go back to old conference alignments and let NIL work. Imagine Mizzou, A&M, Nebraska, Texas, and OU back in the 12. That's a dangerous thought, bringing back the old rivalry. Hey, that's not a bad shout at all right there, Aaron. Like the old conferences with NIL, That's not a bad shout at all. And then we go back to the old Big East with Miami, Virginia Tech. Remember when the Big East was good with Miami, Virginia Tech, West Virginia, and then the old Pac-12. But it's just too much money nowadays, though. I do hate we missing out on some of those rivalry games, like Oklahoma State, Kansas, Missouri. They need to play that every year. I miss that rivalry game. What's some more rivalry games? West Virginia. Who did they and Pitt, the backyard brawl. That game should happen every year. Just bring back Big 8 in the Southwest Conference. Yo, that's old school right there, Nathaniel. That's old school. Ohio State's DB just wants to do receive. Oh, bro, that corner for Ohio State, bro, he is so handsy. I feel like he is always having like pass interferences called on him every game. Every time I watch Ohio State, bro, number one, that corner for Ohio State always gets picked on and always gets pass interference calls. Penn State Pitt, yeah, that's another big rivalry game. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like the backyard, bro. I like West Virginia Pitt. It's just nasty. Oh, freaking Bedlam was a good one. Oklahoma State. I'm glad Utah and BYU are both in the Big 12, so we get the Holy War every year. It was crazy. If I'm Michigan 3rd and long, I'm throwing him. Bro, all the time, bro. Like, he grabs so much. All right, Georgia just scored another touchdown, so that game's pretty much done. I think it's 31-7 over here. I might even take that game off and just make this Texas Tech BYU game the full screen. Yeah, it's 31-7 over there. That one's about done. Sir Fundies, I wanted you guys to win today, so I had a chance to play you guys again. But if you guys can lose twice to Texas Tech and we can get in the college football playoffs, I'll take it. Grimy, Texas versus A&M. Hey, we get that one back. With Texas being back in Texas being in the SEC, we get that game back. Michigan, Notre Dame, Nathaniel. That's another one, bro. That's another one I think they should play every year. I'm gonna be honest, man. Notre Dame should just be in a conference, man. Like, I thoroughly despise Notre Dame being just an independent and playing, like, no disrespect, playing all the service academies every year, getting those free wins and just skating into the college football playoff. Yeah, bro, that is what it's about. All about the bench. Yeah, it's just entirely too much money. You know, it's entirely too much money. They can't turn it down. Michigan, Notre Dame. Yeah, I missed that. I definitely missed that Michigan, Notre Dame game. They should definitely play every year. Is that another PI on number one? Nah, it's the other DB for Ohio State. Texas Tech just running the ball methodically now. Notre Dame Notre Dame should definitely be in the Big Ten. Notre Dame should not be able to play in the college football playoff until they play in a conference. Grimy, you are preaching to the choir, brother. Like, I do not like that they are independent. They just make up their schedule each and every year, play whoever they want. And, like, we'll play Navy, Air Force, Army every year, get those wins, and then play whoever. I definitely don't like that. And I got a really good buddy that went to Notre Dame, and bro, I just talked so much trash to him. SEC, FSU, Clemson, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia Tech. Big Ten gets North Carolina State, Duke, Notre Dame, Miami, Virginia Tech. Maybe the Big 12 gets Rutgers, Syracuse, Pitt, Cal, SMU, Wake Forest. Turnover, Ohio State. Yeah, these games might be starting to get away from some of these teams now. BYU needs to have a 0 at the end of this game so they can be knocked out of the top 15. That's tough. That's tough, brother. That's tough. BYU with a little tunnel screen. Look like they pick up about 4. Third and 6 right here for Texas Tech. Let's see what we got. Go to the flat. Missed tackle. First down, Texas Tech. Missed tackles. Get you every time. Nice third down conversion right there from Texas Tech. And Georgia's up 30. Yeah, I'm turning that off. I ain't leaving that on. 31-7. Let's see. SMU, Boston College. Let me see what this SMU Boston College score looking like real quick. 23-6. Yeah. Ole Miss is up 28-0 on the Citadel. So yeah, the main screen will be BYU Texas Tech because those other games are blowouts. Ohio State's got it just outside the red zone, 3rd and 2 on the 23. Bro, I didn't know as a mod I could look at the list of banned words. I literally just pissed my pants. Bro, I can only imagine what's all in there. I can only imagine. It's probably some of everything. Ohio State's 1st and 10 from the 18 for Ohio State. Yeah, and they just getting physical running the ball. Indiana's up 20-7 on Penn State. Texas Tech can lose next week, so they can be knocked out next. Basically, if it isn't Oklahoma State, Utah, Kansas, or Houston, maybe Central Florida or Arizona from the Big 12, I don't respect you. There's like 4 different ways to say the N-word. Grimy, hey, people are smart on the internet, bro. You also oh man, bro. Yeah, I can only imagine what's all in there, Grimy. I can only imagine. All right, Texas Tech lined up for a 39-yard field goal right here, and he drills it. Go up 16-0. Now, just imagine if Texas Tech had to kick that field goal in the first half, it'd be 19-0. It'd be a 3-possession game right now. Meanwhile, it's still a 2-possession game. BYU is still in this game. All it takes is BYU to get 1 touchdown on the board, and it'll be a brand new ball game. Let's look here. Let me see real quick. Schedule. All right, UFC starts up this little under 2 hours. All right. You know any live stream Discord channels for this game? I don't, brother. I do not. I root for BYU. I'm sure they don't get the best recruits from outside the state. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for BYU to recruit. Because I mean, you got the I think it's the handbook or the code book to go to school there. Like you can't have premarital sex at BYU. I think you can't even drink alcohol. I could be totally wrong. I know it's some BYU people in the chat, but definitely let me know some of the things with BYU. Tech needs to work on red zone offense. They do 100%. I think their quarterback being banged up is having a lot to do with it too. 1st and 10, BYU. Man, that backer dropped right underneath that hitch and just Iowa State TCU. That'll be a sneaky good game today too. I just bet another $100 on BYU plus 19.5. The honor code. Appreciate it, Derek White. Appreciate it. I'm on tilt. Hey, Cheddarhead, I know you on tilt right now, bro. I know you on tilt. My daughter went to Tech. Yeah, it's a little different down there. Yep, laughing out loud. I went there. Can't even have a beard. You can't have a beard at BYU? Bro, that's wow. Sheesh. Derek White, straight up, bro. This is a question I always wanted to ask somebody. Are there black Mormons? And I apologize, like, me not knowing any better. Like, I'm legit curious. Like, I hope I'm not out of line and like ignorant by asking that question, but I'm legit curious. Oh, nice interception right there by the Texas Tech player. Man, that's a great play. BYU quarterback is trash anyways. Banged up. No John Mateer was banged up and still finished the game and won. BYU's a cult school. Now you can get away with a little more at BYU. It's why, yeah, I knew that's why the former BYU quarterback got kicked out of school. The premarital sex issue, and he was going to be suspended for a game or two. Ha. Tons of them. My ex was a black Mormon, laughing out loud. There are about 3. Okay, cool. Yes, there are black Mormons. Okay, cool. Thank you for clearing it up. I apologize. I didn't know. I was legit curious. Okay, so we got plenty of people baptized by black Mormons. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to the black Mormons. Shout out. Not many in Utah though. Hey, Derek White, I've been to Salt Lake. I definitely was like the only black person around. The story about BYU stepping up and contributing to the GoFundMe at Tex Barber was Jake. That was a phenomenal story, Jake Cameron. That was a phenomenal story. Let me highlight this one right here. Yeah, that comment right there, great story. Let's see. My 26.5 plus is cooked. Hey, Matt. Hey, it happens to the best of us, brother. Shed ahead. Hang in there, bro. Be strong, dog. Be strong. You're going to be the next. Bro, I'm going to be the next black Mormon. Didn't Dennis Rodman get in trouble saying something about the Mormon? I don't know if he did. I don't remember that, Nathaniel. They can't even get a 10-yard drive going. Yeah, this BYU offense can't do anything with this Texas Tech defense. A lot of black ex-Mormons have history of racial prejudice. Google it if they're. You know what? I will definitely look into that. Lane, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Lane. As always, I appreciate it. Bro kind of looks like Kobe Bryant. Matt Foster. Kobe Bryant is one I don't get too often. I'm going to tell you the one I get all the time. I'm surprised nobody said it in chat yet. I usually get that I look like a bald Snoop Dogg all the time. I feel like everybody and their mom says that. I'm a black Mormon, but less than 1% of the state is black. So it's not surprised. Black people wasn't trying to walk 2,000 miles across the West to get here to Utah. Yo, shout out to you to Christopher Warren. We got a black Mormon in the chat. Respect to you, brother. I appreciate it. Lane says, ready for my Gators to crush Kentucky. Yeah, y'all should crush Kentucky. BYU trying everything to get the blessings. They trying, man. The defense trying to keep them in it. It's 3rd and 9 right here for Texas Tech on the 11. See what we got. Hey, it's a good defense by BYU. Hey, that's one thing you can't say about BYU. They playing some good defense now. The offense ain't doing them, but the defense playing well. During the last LDS worldwide broadcast, the most powerful talk was given by a black preacher. Really, Derek White? Bro, y'all are schooling me. I didn't know any of this. I was always curious, but I didn't know. Any hope for BYU? Hey, it's not looking good for BYU. Their offense just has not been able to put anything together today. This Texas Tech defense has just shut them down completely. And the field goal is good. Makes it 19-0 Texas Tech. Holy crap, you do look like ball Snoop. Cheddarhead, I get it all the time, bro. I get it all the time. Dennis Rodman got in trouble telling the truth about the Mormons. I didn't know anything about that. Very few black Mormons. Mormons go by LDS these days. Okay. Fun fact, the U.S. government was going to wipe out Mormons before the Civil War kicked in. Really? I did not know any of this. They make you excommunicate from your family if you're not Mormon. Really? That sounds like what's the one? Amish. That sounds like Amish, where you grow up and then you have Rumspringer, where you get like a week to go experience like the real like Western world. And then if you decide to stay in it, they like excommunicate you and you like lose all your family and all that. All the black Mormons are in Africa. The church is killing it there right now. Interesting. Bro, I did not know any of this. It was also legal in some states too. Yo, I appreciate y'all like educating me, because I definitely did not know any of this at all. It's hard to look down on people and get blessed, so no blessings for BYU. Rodman was fined by the NBA for saying he couldn't get in sync in Utah because of all the Mormons. Keep it up, big dog. They're going to send the missionaries to you. Hey, you probably right. Should I start putting links in the chat about Mormon racism and cult history? Cornelius, you don't have to. I'll definitely look into it though. I'll definitely look it up though. Cause I'm very much into like history stuff and all of that, bro. For real. Let's see. Sorry if I'm like getting behind on the chat, if I missed your comments. I apologize. It's not plenty of black Mormons, they lying. Mormons used to allow polygamy. I have heard that. As well. I have met a few Mormons before though, like in the past, years ago. Lies and lies. I am Mormon. That's not true. These Mormon comments are wild. Or links to black students on campus recently who were interviewed about BYU or Mormons. My brother is Muslim and still connected with my family. Okay, that's what's up. All these comments about Mormons are fake. Steve Young said Brigham Young had a lot of descendants, including him. Mormon teaches God cursed us with black skin, and when we repent, we will become white and delightful. What? Bro, that's wild. Sheesh, bro. Like, hey, the Mormon talk got the chat jumping today. Man, you better dial back the Mormon. Hey, it's legit gonna turn into a religious war in here for real. I watched a 20-minute documentary. Utah drinks 2 times more soda than anyone because Mormons can't drink caffeine and hot. You know what? Cheddarhead, I've heard that they can't drink caffeine and hot drinks. I did hear that. I think I heard that maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, actually. It has to be cold after drink through. Wow, that's wild, bro. They're not educating you. I'm Mormon, and these are all lies. But you can believe what you want. If you black and Mormon, you just goofy. Jeez. Man. We are definitely leading up to offer the missionaries to come to your house. One thing about our team, half our boys have served the mission. They come back to high-level Big 12 football. Man. Chat did 180 and it's LDS chat laughing out loud. Hey, LDS is in full effect in here. Break the Chain says it's just coffee, laughing out loud. It's the word of wisdom. Man, I had no idea what I was doing today. BYU, hey, BYU, y'all show up in the chat, man. Every Mormon drinks hot cider. I ain't gonna lie, I've heard some of these things, but I don't know what to believe and what not to believe. All right, BYU throws a little bubble screen on 1st and 20, picks up about 6. Yo, this BYU offense has just been bottled up all day. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate it big time. It's definitely nice chopping it up with everybody, talking football and and Mormonism. Go Utes, go BYU. Uh-oh, the holy war going on in here. Dump it off into the flat for about another 5-6 yard gains. 3rd and long for BYU, man. It's been a rough day for BYU. Rough day. All right, Ohio State's up 21-3 over Purdue now, so that one's probably done. And then Purdue just dropped it on 3rd down, so I got to punt it back off. Leave the church out of this supper. Let's go BYU. Cheddarhead, throw the fucking ball down the field. Brother, I know exactly what you mean. There you go. There's a 1st down for BYU. Nice little corner route right there. There you go. Westy, what's going on? Good to see you, brother. Also doesn't count as sex if you just stick it in but don't stroke. Oh my God, bro. The chat is on fire today. The chat is on fire. Holly says, go Houston. Big playtime, go BYU. We're going to see. Play action. Probably take a deep shot. Oh, he dropped the interception. But Bears starting to force it a little bit from BYU. Mormons get a discount to attend BYU. That actually makes sense, Nathaniel. That definitely makes sense. Yeah, he definitely forced it right there because that corner did not sit down in the flat at all. He almost got underneath that 7 right there. Does BYU get a TD here? Bro, the way this offense has been looking, I don't know. They check down to the back, 1 yard gain. Haha, we don't need to teach him about soaking. BYU getting points during trash time. I mean, the way Texas Tech's defense been playing, that's how it's looking. I couldn't make that shit up. Bear, force it. We have nothing to lose. Who cares? Home run balls for the rest of the game. Hey, that's easier said than done, Christopher Ward. All right, got a little crossing route, and he can't outflank it. 1 yard gain on 3rd and 8. Chat, send the elders his way. If you go on a mission, you get major discounts at BYU. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Have you ever heard of the Mountain Meadow? I've never heard of that. Look it up and find the facts, not the lies. Bro, I'm definitely going to have to look up some of this stuff because I've never heard of a lot of this. I'm going to be honest. Where did I leave off? BYU and Mormons? Oh, yeah, cultists. Bro, the chat is on fire today. We got another holy war going on in the chat today. Whoever would have thunk it. For fuck's sakes, it's 3rd and 8. Chat ahead. I know it's a rough one over there for you. I got to tell you, folks, the committee is not going to be impressed with either team at this rate. More punts than a British regatta. I was afraid that BYU would get a bit exposed. Wow, man. Yo, I'm not even going to touch that one. You're about to go down a huge rabbit hole. Bro, I see I'm about to go down a huge rabbit hole. I had no idea. My bad, I'm at work. It took Utah coaches effing things up for them to get that win. It sounds like they just needed some of y'all in the chat to get on the sidelines just to, get some energy. Drop BYU and Texas Tech out of the top 15. Yo, Indiana's only up by 10 over Penn State. It's 20-10 in the 3rd, but Indiana's got the ball, though. Ohio State's up 21-3 with 12 seconds left, but they got the ball. See if they can get in field goal range or something. They're out of timeouts, though. Jeremiah Smith with the deep comeback. Now they're in field goal range. Join the club. We are 18 million members strong, but we are the most hated Christian denomination. But let's be real. None of you all were doing super holy and good things back in the 1850. Hey, that's a valid point. That's a valid point. Bears the quarterback we all knew he was. It would be supremely ironic if Utah to actually close up or jump Texas Tech and BYU on a bye week. That would be funny. Ohio State for the long field goal before halftime sneaks it in. So Ohio State's going to go in half up 24-3 over Purdue. They should lose all soaking privileges if they don't score. Oh my God. These comments are pure comedy. BYU needs to fake a punt to this crap. Hey, I don't know if a fake punt going to do it because at this point, Texas Tech is probably playing punt safe for here on out the rest of the game. How do these people think a team handling another team deserves to be dropped over 8 spots? Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough. Hey, but college football fans are like that, man. It is definitely like that, and I get it, and I love the banter, love it. Cornelius, I definitely do not want to jump on that one, brother, because it was not a good time for a lot of people, brother, a lot of people. Punt safe because they'll likely see each other again. That definitely makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And we're an hour and a half away from UFC Vegas 111 today. I know we got a lot of college football fans, but for my UFC people, any what fights are y'all most looking forward to today on the card? LDS do a lot of good though. Bro, BYU, man, just Texas Tech ripping off a huge run now. Lane says Inter Milan and Messi tonight. Messi for a goal hits at 91%. Bruh, big ups. Bro, what? Bro, that's crazy, dude. Are there any Mormons fighting on the card? I don't know if there's any Mormons in the UFC. Does anybody in the chat know? I don't know of any Mormons in the UFC. Straight up though, that'd be cool. They had Mormons, Amish in the UFC. They had like a all Amish UFC fight card in the Apex. If it's the Big 12, yeah, you deserve to drop 8 spots. That's cold blooded. Utah fans are just butthurt because they lost to BYU again. Justin Young, there's probably some truth to that. There's probably some truth to that. When I bet with BYU, laughing out loud always sucks. Yeah, we all got teams like that. I think that's going to be offensive pass interference on Texas Tech right there. I think that was a little pick action right there. Let's go Buffs. How's Colorado doing against West Virginia, Peter? I had that game on, but I put the Ohio State game on instead. The closer we get to that UFC scenario is BYU versus Notre Dame in football. Oh, I like that. I like that. Just an all Amish card. Just put like just put an octagon like out in the field somewhere. In like Pennsylvania somewhere. 2nd and 17, and Texas Tech picks up a first down. It's like a 25-yard gain. I'm not a Utah fan though, and it's still screwed BYU's. West Virginia 22, Colorado City. Okay, so we got a game over there at least. You know what? I'm gonna put that game back on. It sounds like that's a better game than this Ohio State Purdue game because that game's over with. Let's see. Colorado. Where is it? Give me 1 second, chat. All right, West Virginia, Colorado. Here we go. Get this game back on. Yo, Texas Tech about to put some more points on the board. Looking like this BYU defense is starting to slow down a little bit. All right, let's see what we got. Looks like I'm celebrating tonight over the BYU loss. Hell, I might go out. Hey, go turn up, Carlos. Fourth quarter, West Virginia, Colorado. All right, Nathaniel, I just turned it back on. Let's see. Yo, if BYU does not score, how many spots will they drop? Does BYU stay in the top 15? Man, Texas Tech really trying to put it on BYU. BYU exposed Drake better do an emergency locked on Big 12. Yeah, he better. West Virginia 22, Colorado 19. All right, so you're a little bit ahead of me, Nathaniel. I thought I just saw West Virginia stop them on third down. They'll drop to 22. I don't know. 22 is a long way to fall and still have one loss. Deion hugs his kicker after made field goal. Hey, the way it's been going the last few weeks for Colorado, because it's been ugly over there for Colorado. Let's see, Texas Tech did he score? No, it looks like it's inside the one, but we got a flag. Tech hold BYU to nothing. No BYU comeback today. Nah, it is not looking good for BYU at all. They have just gotten Texas Tech has had control this entire game. See what we got the penalty right here. Illegal substitution by BYU. Christopher Ward says, Cornelius, we don't have Hebrew Hammer Jake Ritzliff anymore. We may be more in this game if we did. Yo, that's a valid point. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Man, it is 25-0. Sheesh. Penn State trying to do a little something. They just down 10. They starting to drive on Indiana. Yo, this will not be a good look for BYU right here. 26-0. Man, this is just domination right here. Domination. I want to see Drake crying, his feelings hurt. Boomer Sooner. Oh, you was on a bye week this week, huh, Cornelius? Because I know they got to get a bye for Bama next week. Penn State at Indiana's 1 yard line. All right, you're a little bit ahead of me. I want to see John Kurtz heartbroken. Yo, it's so funny. Y'all want to see all the YouTubers down bad. Oh, big time run by is that Katron Allen down at the 1? Nice. Yeah, big question is how will the tiebreaker smooth out after the final 3 games? Bro, that's the real question for real. This is not 1996 for BYU. Yes, we is, sir. Hey, I respect it, but just know when y'all go to Tuscaloosa next week, just be ready, dog. It ain't like going to Tennessee or in Neyland, dog. It's a little different when you go to Tuscaloosa. And it's a little payback. Bama got payback on mine for OU. Nathaniel, we are overrated, true, but we are literally the Yankees. Any wins or season's hopes, and we are box office. Fuck around and find out when you come to Texas. Yeah, Texas Tech showed up. Was ready to play today. West Virginia gets stopped. Colorado gonna get the ball back, see if they can go take the lead or tie it up. Down 3. See if Penn State can punch it in from the 1 right here. Just Big 12 YouTubers who don't have a clue or when to close their mouth. Because young people don't know ish. Come on, Penn State, punch it in now. Make it interesting now. Yeah, make it interesting for Indiana. I've been watching BYU since I was a teenager around 1974 when Edward had them a notable program. I've only been paying attention to Utah since I got out of the Navy in 1990. That's what's up. Thank you for your service. BYU thought they'd run bear all day. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, it has not worked at all. It has not worked at all today. Poor Utah State left out in the wilderness. Yeah, they're an afterthought, really. If we beat Bama, it's on and popping. We told Bama they couldn't wear our colors again until they get more against us Boomer sooner. Cornelius, bro, it's some payback coming next week, brother. It's some payback coming next week. But hey, y'all got us last year. Y'all definitely put it on us last year and got every right to talk it. Every right. But Cornelius, you know we had what we had been doing to y'all for the last few years in the playoffs, though, when we would play OU. But I like OU though. Fan base definitely proud, talks a lot of trash, got some championships, Heisman Trophy winners. I respect it. But Cornelius, I got a question for you. How are you liking life in the SEC now? It's a little different being in the Big 12, huh? When you got to go on the road and you got to hold your breath every weekend. All right, BYU, they're starting to put a little bit of a drive together. Are you going to get on the board, though? That's the big question. It's all good. Bama's my second team. It's a Crimson thing. I can respect that. All right, now Bear want to start slinging it around a little bit. Let's see if Texas Tech can hold him out of the end zone. Because I know Cheddarhead definitely needs a BYU touchdown right here. All right, BYU stringing something together here. It's looking like this Colorado-West Virginia game is the most competitive game on right now. Colorado's down 19-22 to West Virginia. We got little under 12 minutes in the fourth left in that one. It feels like we're home, so I'm loving it. And besides, it pisses Big 12 podcasters and fans off. All right, BYU's inside the 10 now. What you gonna do with it, BYU? Tech smoking them boys, Hub City. You ain't wrong, Capone. You are not wrong. Oh, yeah, he caught it. I thought he was juggling, but he caught it like up high on his shoulder pads. Touchdown, BYU. Finally on the board. Finally on the board. Scoring needed touchdowns at this point in the game. It's just trying to save the rankings. We are so ridiculous. Yeah, but hey, some other people needed that touchdown, though, for financial reasons. If you know, you know. Because some people took BYU at plus 19.5, so they needed that touchdown badly. Did that ball hit the ground? Nah, it didn't. That's a touchdown. Oh, they are going for 2. Yo, this is a big 2-point conversion. 13-point spread looks gold. Yeah, but I think like with some of the live betting, I saw somebody took him at plus 19.5. So this is a big 2-point conversion right here. Cut it to 18. Ooh, Cheddarhead. Oh, that's going to be an offensive pass interference. Yo, Indiana is only up 3 over Penn State. I'm smoking on that Mormon pack tonight. I got a green pen right now. Hey, Cornelius, I feel you, brother. I'm going to be right there with you shortly. Shortly, brother. Soon as these games done, I'll be right there with you, brother. Can Penn State shock the world? Dang it, BYU. Yeah, they scored. They're going for 2 right now, though. Oh, interception, Penn State. Yo, hey, I don't know if anybody watching, but y'all need to turn this Indiana-Penn State game on. It's about to get interesting. It's about to get interesting. Penn State with the pick. Wow. Oh, I know what you mean about spreads. The LDS Church definitely financed some of the first developments for the mafia in Las Vegas. And here we are getting on BYU football games conspiracy. Yeah, that's definitely offensive pass interference. No comeback for BYU. I'm praying again. Nah, I don't think it's going to be a comeback today for BYU. Down 27.5 minutes. I don't know. I don't think they're going to get the ball enough. Oh, that's a big TFL right there for Indiana. Hey, Chat, keep a close eye on this Penn State Indiana game now. Penn State got the ball down 3, 2nd and 12 though. What you gonna do, Penn State? I need Texas Tech to score 4 more times, only in B. Cornelius, you petty, dog. Man, a lot of y'all need Texas Tech to score again. I'm assuming it's for financial reasons, I'm assuming. All right, 3rd and 5 for Penn State. They ran the ball on 3rd and 5, but shit, they picked it up. Bro, that's wild. They ran inside zone on 3rd and 5 and picked it up. Let's see. No, they ran counter on 3rd and 5, picked it up. All right, Penn State. Penn State looks like a different team, but they do. Like, they showed up today. Hopefully, LSU ain't doing the same thing later on. Hopefully. Little tight end drag right there for about 9. Okay, Penn State. Penn State getting some momentum right here. Financial reasons. Why would you ever bet against the Lord? Oh, man. Sucks they shut down the YouTube stream. Yeah, that definitely sucks, man. A lot of people missing out on all the action. Hate to see that. Not me, nothing financial. I just need Texas Tech, so score 6 more times only on BYU today, though. Penn State, 1st down, knocking on the red zone. Think they got it on like the 22. BYU kicks the extra point. 19-point game. Cheddar Head, how you feeling over there, brother? No, you got to be feeling a little bit better now. Penn State, 1st and 10. What you gonna do, Penn State? They go with a little truck toss to the field. Ooh, for about a 7-yard gain on 1st down. Okay, Penn State. Line up quick in the pistol. That's going to be a legal procedure. Back him up 5. This Penn State, Indiana. Cushman, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm watching it too, brother. Can Penn State pull it off? That is the question, chat. Can Penn State pull it off? Because if Penn State wins this game, ooh, the rankings are it's going to be crazy. You go from 2nd and 3 to 2nd and 8. Oh, here we go. Touchdown, Penn State. We got, hey, Indiana, we got a game over here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to put the Penn State Indiana game cast on so y'all can see the score right there. Penn State is up 24-20. Penn State just took the lead. Good to see you, bro. Crushman, brother, I appreciate you jumping in, man. It's always good to see you in the chat, brother. But at least we beat Utah. I'm ready for it. Yeah, you know that's definitely what it's going to be, Sir Fundies. Penn State, can they pull off the upset? Yo, this West Virginia Colorado game is pretty good too. West Virginia is driving right now. They're up 3. Let me get some. Wouldn't mind if the game ended Texas Tech 56, BYU 7. Dang, dog. You don't even just want the win. You just want them you just want it like that, Cornelius? Yeah, they can't onside kick it right here. Little little squib kick, let it bounce around. Yeah. Man, if Penn State pulls off this upset, that would be crazy. Been rooting for Tech since 2008. This is the best team we've had. I don't know, bro. The Graham Harrell Crabtree team. I thought that was y'all's best team with Mike Leach, bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. I used to love watching that Texas Tech team, man, with Graham Harrell and Crabtree, just throwing all those back shoulders. West Virginia's inside the 10 on Colorado now. 3rd and 3 for West Virginia. First and goal inside the 5 for West Virginia. Yeah, Texas Tech just about to run the ball, just eat up clock. Cal's contract is through 27. Yeah, that's a good question. When will Whittingham hang it up? Because he been there forever. Oh, but he dropped the interception for BYU. They needed that. All right, Indiana, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Indiana? What you gonna do, Penn State? Defense got to step up. When will Kalani Satake just quit or get fired? Bro, he wins. He wins enough, you know? 1st and 10, Indiana. Ooh, man, that's a big hit by that safety, but tight end holds on to it. First and 10. First and 10 for Indiana. think he'll finish out his contract and retire. It doesn't bother me. I ain't gonna lie, I like Whittingham, man. I like him. It's gonna be interesting to see what Utah looks like when he leaves, though, because they have that identity of just being physical, playing defense. I'm curious if they're gonna keep that type of vibe or if they're gonna try something different at Utah when Whittingham's gone. Oh, sack by Penn State. All right, Penn State. Third down. It's a big third down right here. 3rd and 11. It's massive. Third and 11 right here. It's a massive third down right here. Indiana's going to have to call a timeout. Delay game? Wow, delay game on Indiana. It's going to be 3rd and 16. Indiana coach Signetti is mad. I bet he is mad. His team's imploding in crunch time right now. You know, you practice this all week. They knew what time it was. Beaver Stadium, regardless how bad Penn State is, it's still a raucous environment. Third and 16. Incomplete pass. Penn State gets the stop. Hey, they starting to believe in Penn State now. They starting to believe. 4 minutes left. Yeah, this is what we like to see right here. That's why we like college football right here. Can you do it, Penn State? BYU throws a screen and gets 2 yards. What you gonna do, Penn State? Can you get it done in crunch time? Little split zone. Oh, that's a nice run right there on first down. About 7-8 yards on first down. Penn State just got to pick up like 2 first downs. 2 first downs might do it. Hoosiers are definitely in trouble, Nathaniel. They are definitely in trouble. Because this offensive line starting to impose its will on Indiana right here. They milking this clock too. 2 first downs, all Penn State needs. About a yard or 2 on second down. Indiana takes a timeout right here. Moody, what's going on, brother? Penn State player is praying. Can Penn State pull off the upset? Can they pull it off? See what they do right here. First down, Penn State. Hey, they might do it. They might do it. Maybe Lions get caught. Yeah, they definitely going to get cautious. They're not going to throw the ball anymore for the rest of the game. It's going to be all runs from here on out, Nathaniel. You do not put the ball in the air, bro. Eat up the clock. So Indiana, if they get like a tackle for loss or a short game, they may take a timeout because they also get the 2-minute timeout. But yeah, Penn State will not be throwing the ball at all. They run a split zone. No yard, no gain. That'll probably be a timeout. Yep, timeout, Indiana. I'm all right, man. Just a bunch of shenanigans have been happening. I probably was used to this picture, even though I have to move in 75 days. Bruh, moving sucks, brother. I hope this is a 30-second timeout. They're running the ball well. Only need one more first down. Yeah, one more first down. This game's over. And then on top of it, Cushman, even if they don't get the first down, they have to punt. Indiana's got to get a touchdown. They can't kick a field goal. Second and 10 right here. So Indiana's probably going to be out of timeouts when they get the ball. Whenever they get the ball back, if they get it back. Penn State will run it right here probably. Yep, hand the ball off. Stop. Indiana will call the timeout. Yep, that's their last timeout. I do moving on the side is like playing Tetris. 100% Cushman. That's very well said, bro. Very well said. Penn State will definitely run it right here on 3rd and 10. Then we'll go down to the 2-minute timeout, and then Penn State will punt the ball off. And then Indiana will have it under 2 minutes. They'll have to go the length of the field. Defense wins game 100%. Defense definitely wins games, Nathaniel. You are spot on, brother. Spot on. Yo, this is a good game. Oh, they threw the ball. They staying down in bounds. That'll go to the 2-minute timeout. All right. Indiana's about to get it back. Under 2 minutes. Got to go to the length of the field. What are we thinking? We think Indiana wins it or Penn State gets it done? What are we thinking, chat? Let me know. Oh, it's 4th down over here. Oh, they're down 10 in this Colorado-West Virginia game. All right, man. Thanks for this. I got to go find them BYU post game lives. Hey, I appreciate it. Respect, brother. I appreciate you joining in, man. Had a great time, brother. Enjoy yourself. Have a great weekend. Nathaniel saying Penn State wins it. Okay. I hope you're right, brother. I hope you're right. Because if they lose, bro, that's going to be a tough one. That means Indiana goes the length of the field under 2 minutes for a touchdown. That's a lateral. That's going to be Texas Tech ball right there. Yeah, I'm curious how far BYU falls in the rankings. I think they'll probably fall to like the 13 to 15 range. Probably. I probably got to pull up the rankings. Because, I mean, it's just going to be a one-loss team. Lions look nervous. They should look nervous. Shh. Indiana has never beaten Penn State at home. Today could be today. We're going to see. False start, Penn State. They'll back them up 5 right there. It's going to be a fun 2 minutes right here, people. It's going to be a fun 2 minutes. That's what we like right here. And it's a touchback. Yeah, but a 1-loss BYU is pretty much completely equivalent to a 3-loss LSU. That's actually not, I mean, that ain't even a bad take, Peter. Straight up. Let's see what we got, Indiana. You're a Heisman candidate, Mendoza. What can you do? Happy Valley. Oh, sack. Wow, that's tough. Clock's gonna be running too. That's a big sack on 1st down. Oh my god, bruh. Are you kidding me? Wow. Indiana just hits a 20-yard game for first down. Bro, right up the seam. Then they clock it. Hate the prevent. Yeah, bro. Prevent defense. It sucks for the defense too. Because you don't want to play it, but at the same time, like you can't get beat deep. You know what I mean? Deep comeback. Yo, those deep comebacks are going to be there. Yo, it's so tough playing defense in this situation because you just cannot get beat over the top. You got to give up yards. And you got to give – all right, cornerbacks are starting to tight up a little bit. No way they're going single high safety. No way they're going – bro, Penn State's playing single. Oh, they brought the house too. Oh, he had him. He had him, bro. Yo, Penn State brought pressure. And Indiana had it too. He had him beat. Mendoza had to let it go a little sooner than he wanted to and overthrew it. Yeah, he had it. Here we go. Bro, why are they playing all this prevent, bro? All you got to do is play cover 5. You play safety over the top and just lock up man to man, bro. Oh, my God, bro. This is painful to watch. Sheesh. Bro, this defense, man. Come on, bro. You go to prevent, they just hit you right up the seams. You go cover 1, they looking for a deep shot. Bro, that's why you play 2 high safeties and just play man. If the quarterback scrambles, so be it. Can't do it now, though. Out of bounds. Wow, this catch. Bro, is he in bounds? Is he in bounds? What? Wow, bro, this is nuts. This is crazy. Wow, man. Penn State, what are you doing? Yo, this is wild. Penn State, what are you doing? Raider in the building. Yo, I see you. Congrats on the win, brother. I know it feels good. Your boys took care of took care of business. My bad. Apologies. Yo, Mendoza having a Heisman moment right here with this drive. I can't even lie. What you gonna do, Penn State? First and goal at the 7. Indiana motions are empty. Oh, it's man coverage. They're bringing the house. Deflected, incomplete pass. Yo, Penn State was like, all right, we've had enough of this. We bringing the house. With a 0 blitz. First and goal from the 7. They ran 0 blitz. Sheesh. Second down and goal at 7. Call timeout. Penn State called a timeout. Yeah, Penn State got a timeout. Here we go. Yo, these are the endings we like in college football games right here. Can Penn State get it done? 2nd and goal for Indiana. Down 4. Penn State showing all-out blitz look. Do they drop out or do they bring it? They're bringing it. Oh, man. Mendoza got hit as he was throwing. Yo, Penn State is just bringing the house, man. They are bringing the house. They're bringing one more they can block every time. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Let's see if they go zero blitz look again. Yeah, it's got the same look, zero blitz. Let's see if they bring the house or if they drop out. Yeah, they're bringing everybody. Touchdown, Indiana. Oh, my God. Wow. Where's the replay? We got to see if his foot is in bounds or not. Wow. Are you kidding me? Where's the replay? Let's see his feet. Bro, you can't even tell. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I can't tell. Maybe this angle. Let's see. That's a touchdown. Oh my God. Bro, are you kidding me? Penn State, you had it. What are you kidding me, bro? Penn State had it, man. Wow, Penn State. Penn State, you gave it away. That's going to be a touchdown, people. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Wow. Are you kidding me, Penn State? That's a touchdown. That's going to stand. Touchdown. Wow. Bro, just think that drive started with a sack, bro. And Indiana goes the length of the field and gets a touchdown. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. College football is unreal. Wow. What a game. Wow. College football delivers again. Penn State should have played the score. Bro, I mean, you're not wrong with that, but even with the defense, bro, like all the prevent, why not go 2-man deep, 5 underneath? And if Mendoza scrambles, so be it. You live with it. Instant class, Cushman. Very well said, brother. Very well said. Wow. That's wild. All right. Indiana squibs it. Man. What can you do, Penn State? 35 seconds left. Get rid of the ball. Yeah, he got out of bounds. Okay. Bro, this is phenomenal football right here. Third and 5. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoying as much as me. I'll definitely be back next weekend too. All right, first down. That'll stop the clock to reset the chains. They use a timeout. Yeah, spike the ball. Bro, why would you call a timeout there? All you gotta do is spike the ball. You probably gonna lose 1 second and hold on to the timeout. Jeez. What is going on, man? Yeah, Indiana's playing what looks like quarters coverage. Step up. Incomplete. It's out of bounds. Got a flag, though. Lions don't know how to win. They don't, bro. It's been that kind of year for them, Nathaniel. Had them too, just too high. Yeah. If they don't get in field goal range right here, they just got to throw a Hail Mary. They got to throw something short to the sideline right here. If they complete this inbounds, the game's over with. Bro, you can't. And that's the ball game. Man, Penn State, you had it. You had it, Penn State. Couldn't get it done. That's ball game. That's a lateral. Hail Mary. Incomplete pass. And that'll do it. That'll do it. Well, we got UFC starts in 20 minutes. We got Texas A&M, Missouri starting up any minute now. And I'm about to get out of here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'll be back. Definitely will do this again next weekend, next Saturday morning for the whatever the marquee matchup is in the morning. If y'all want to come back, chop it up again, we can do it all again. Let's run it back. I'm all for it, man. But everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of the games this evening. Enjoy the UFC. And I'll see everybody